Pinecrest Academy football broadcast is brought to you by O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Haynes Sports Medicine, S.J. Palzo, Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, Atlanta Rehabilitation Center, Billy Howell Ford, and Alessio's Restaurant and Pizzeria.
Academy in Cumming, Georgia for another Friday night of exciting action of Pinecrest Academy Paladin football powered by SUV TV. I'm Ken Gustafson, so glad to have you along. The Paladins, coming into this game 0-3, began region play last week but fell to Walker 35-13 after trailing at the half 28-0. The Paladin defense struggled with the big offensive line of Walker as the Wolverines ran up 304 yards on the ground. However, it wasn't as if the Paladins beat themselves last week. They were just overmatched by a better team. Pinecrest Academy showed improvement, even in the loss, as they scored 2 touchdowns late in the game, one of them coming with just 8 seconds to go. They did not quit, and that had to make head coach Terrence Mathis very proud. Talking with Coach Mathis earlier in the week, he said that they've had a great week of practice, and they don't dwell on the past. They do have another tough test tonight, however, as they take on the Patriots of Mount Pisgah Christian, who are 3-1 overall and 2-0 in region play. Last year, in last season's only meeting between Pinecrest and Mount Pisgah, the Paladins beat Mount Pisgah 17-14 on a game-winning field goal as time expired. You don't want to make too much of the game that Mount Pisgah played against Walker a couple weeks ago with the Patriots winning 45-21. But it indicates that the Paladins are in for another difficult task as they look for their first win of the season. The Pinecrest Academy Paladins are 0-3 coming into this game. Mount Pisgah is 3-1 coming into this game. We'll be back with Coach Close-Ups and the Billy Howell Ford keys to the game right after this. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football on SUV TV.
Pinecrest Academy football broadcast is brought to you by O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Haynes Sports Medicine, S.J. Palzo, Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, Atlanta Rehabilitation Center, Billy Howell Ford, and Alessio's Restaurant and Pizzeria.
We're back here between the Pines, where Pinecrest Academy is about to take on Mount Pisgah Christian. Here are some coach close-ups presented by Haynes Sports Medicine. Pinecrest Academy head coach Terrence Mathis is a former NFL wide receiver. Many of you know of him. He was drafted by the New York Jets before playing for the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. He attended Redan High School. He's a local kid. Before going on to play football and basketball at the University of New Mexico. He is a University of New Mexico Hall of Famer, and he is a member of the UNM Football Ring of Honor, and this is his first year as Pinecrest head coach. On the other side, Mount Pisgah head coach Mike Forrester. He's in his 5th season as Mount Pisgah head coach. He had 19 successful seasons as defensive coordinator at Briarwood Christian School in Birmingham, Alabama, where he won 3 state titles. His father, Bill Forrester, was an all-pro linebacker who played for Vince Lombardi and won 2 titles with him. His uncle played for the Cleveland Browns, and his grandfather has a Dallas football stadium named after him. So Mike Forrester comes from a great football family. He himself a terrific football player. Now to the keys to the game, presented by Billy Howell Ford. Key 1, contain Mount Pisgah Christian quarterback Jacob Sendoya. This gentleman is the real deal. He can throw it and he can run. The dual-threat quarterback is hard to keep up with and does a great job of extending plays. He's a senior, 6'1", 190 pounds, so it's going to be very, very important for the Paladin defense to contain him. Key 2, score early. The Paladins want to do a better job of getting ahead early. And key 3, win the field position battle. Those were the keys of the game that Coach Mathis talked about earlier this week as both teams are getting onto the field here. And I want to remind you that about Pinecrest Academy. We are a private pre-K through 12 college preparatory Catholic school. We provide an atmosphere of academic rigor and critical thinking while offering personalized attention in a Christ-centered environment of faith and reason. Call us today at 770-888-4477 to schedule a visit to Pinecrest, or you can visit the website www.pinecrestacademy.org to learn more about our award-winning school. The Paladins did a great job, even though they lost last week to Walker, in scoring a couple of touchdowns late in the game. They did lose 35-13, but there is marked improvement in this team from week to week. It is very important, however, as I mentioned in the keys to the game, that they score early if they can, and limit the dual threat attack of Mount Pisgah Christian quarterback Jacob Sendoya. He is a commit to Troy University, and they've got some other weapons as well. Kai Williams on the outside, he's a wide out, and David Woodward, number 22, you'll see on your screen. Kai Williams is number 4. Mount Pisgah runs a similar offense that Pinecrest runs. They run a spread offense. They'll rotate. They'll move people in and out of the backfield with Sendoya in shotgun most of the time. So we look forward to the kickoff coming up in just a few minutes here. Kickoff coming up in about 10 minutes. Tell you what, we will take a break and be right back. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football on SUV TV.
If you want a used vehicle, but you also want peace of mind, you want a Ford certified pre-owned vehicle. Because every Ford CPO vehicle is given a rigorous 172-point inspection by Ford factory-trained technicians. From the radiator to the transmission, to the engine, to the air conditioning. And every Ford CPO vehicle is backed by Ford with 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty coverage. Plus 12-month, 12,000-mile limited warranty coverage. Ford Certified Pre-Owned, a car that's inspected by Ford and backed by Ford. So what does that mean to you? Relax, it's covered.
We're back here between the pines, here at Pinecrest Academy, where the Paladins are about to take on Mount Pisgah Christian. The Paladins coming into this game 0-3, looking for their first win of the season, while the Mount Pisgah Christian Patriots are 3-1 overall and 2-0 in region play. I'm Ken Gustafson. Great to have you along, listening friend. You're also, of course, watching the game as it's streamed on www.thesuvtv.com, wherever you might be around the metro Atlanta area. around the state, around the nation, or around the world, especially those of you in the military listening on military bases. Perhaps you're Pinecrest Academy alums and you're listening, or maybe you're a Mount Pisgah Christian alum and you're listening. We are glad to have you join us. We're about 6 minutes and 50 seconds away from kickoff. Want to mention our sponsors. Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football is brought to you by Atlanta Rehabilitation and Performance Center, by Haynes Sports Medicine, by O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, by Grubb, by Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, by Georgia Water and Fire Restoration, by Henninger Realty, by Castle Car Wash, by Bent Oak Farms, by The Collection, by Northside Hospital, by Laurel Springs Animal Hospital, by Primary Care Pediatrics, by the Black Diamond Grill, by Bill Kiernan, by Southern Landscape Supply, by Primary Care Pediatrics, sponsored, and by, well, actually, that's all of our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. Do go out and support these sponsors. They make it possible for us to bring you these broadcasts every Friday night. As I mentioned, the Pinecrest Academy team is going to have their work cut out for them with dual threat quarterback of Mount Pisgah, senior Jacob Sendoya. He's 6'1", 190 pounds. He's a dual threat. He can throw the ball well and he can run. He's a Troy University commit. And they're going to have to stop the running game as well. They had a difficult time of doing that last week against Walker as they gave up 304 yards on the ground. The last time these two teams met, Pinecrest Academy defeated Mount Pisgah 17-14 on a last-second field goal. So Mount Pisgah is coming into this game wanting some revenge for that loss last year. Your starters for Mount Pisgah Christian is going to be quarterback Mickey Mangum, going to be Colby Mangum, number 7, wide receiver. He's the younger brother of Mickey Mangum. Michael Burrows is the running back. Also, Ryan DeFazio will see some time, does a lot of kickoff returns. Patrick Sullivan, the tight end. Being that the Paladins only have about 34 people on their roster, just about everybody gets a good amount of playing time, and all of these players play both ways. Connor Sassine is the kickoff guy. He will also do the field goal kicking duties. Matthew Stone will be the punter. Bosco Sanchez also in the game. Trip Hochman, we'll also see some of him. Number 20, Peter Hoover, lines up at running back from time to time. Number 10, Hogan Palmer. He'll also carry the rock a few times. On the offensive line, you got Peter Haynes, you've got Nolan Stafford, Stone Brown, Joe Kiernan, Zach Shetman, and Matt Del Balzo. We'll also see a little bit of David Stubbs. He is their wide receiver, sometimes lines up as a tight end. And he played a big role, making 2 big catches last week against Walker. On the other side, of course, I mentioned Jacob Sendoya as the dual threat quarterback. Also, they got some weapons on the receiver end as well. Kai Williams, number 4, and David Woodward, number 22. We will give you more names as the game goes on, as the clock ticks down, 3:18, 3:16, 3:14. Just to summarize the season for you, the Paladins started off playing a very, very tough South Forsyth team about 3 or 4 weeks ago. South Forsyth, a 7A school, and they're a contender to win the 7A state championship. The Paladins losing that game 56-10. The next week they played Discovery High School, a team they had beaten 28-7 here between the Pines a year ago. And Discovery exacted revenge a few weeks ago, beating the Paladins 24-0. The game was 3-0 at halftime, and the Paladins were moving the football, and they moved it down to the 1-yard line. Unfortunately, they committed a fumble, and the Discovery Titans recovered, and that led to an 84-yard pass play and touchdown by Kyrie Seabrook, and that just turned the game over right there. Big turning point in the game. Discovery went on to win 24-0. The following week was a week off, a much-needed week off for the Paladins. And then last week, a tough game against Walker, The Paladins falling to the Wolverines 35-13. And now tonight against Mount Pisgah. And the captains are on the field. Number 52, that's Nolan Stafford. Number 12, that's quarterback Mickey Mangan. And number 5, that is running back Michael Barozis. And number 25, Brooks Binkley, also a running back. And he'll be carrying the rock as well. He scored a touchdown last week in the Paladins' loss to Walker. Paladins 0-3, looking for their first win of the season. And I believe I just heard that the Paladins won the toss and going to receive the kickoff. So they will get the ball first. It's football. We're between the pines here at Pinecrest Academy. Ken Gustafson here with you. Looking forward to an exciting night of Paladin football and hopefully a Paladin win tonight. The referees meeting at midfield. And both teams waiting to come through their respective signs. And clock is ticking down under a minute now. Again, want to remind you that Pinecrest Academy is a private pre-K through 12 college preps Catholic school. We provide an atmosphere of academic rigor and critical thinking. And in the Mount Pisgah Patriots, here they come through they're about to come. There they are. They come through the sign. Pinecrest Academy offers personalized attention in a Christ-centered environment of faith and reason. Call us today, 770-888-4477. And here come the Paladins of Pinecrest Academy. What an exciting scene here, ladies and gentlemen. This is an exciting atmosphere here between the Pines. They love their Paladins. They love their football. And they're ready, hopefully, for a win tonight. And if you'd like to schedule a visit to Pinecrest Academy or visit the website, you can do so. The website is www.pinecrestacademy.org to learn more about our award-winning school. Kickoff moments away here between the Pines. Head coach Terrence Mathis has his troops huddled and giving them last-minute instructions, as does Mike Forrester, the head coach of Mount Pisgah Christian. Number 15, Peyton Brodus, will do the kickoff for Mount Pisgah. He's also the field goal kicker. And standing back to receive is number 4, Ryan DeFazio, and number 10, Hogan Palmer. And we are about to get underway here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday night between the Pines. Here we go. Peyton Brodus about to kick off. Toe meets leather, and we're underway here between the Pines. Here's DeFazio up to the 20. He breaks a tackle, and a nice run by Ryan DeFazio. And he is tackled at around the 29-yard line. So a good run by Ryan DeFazio to get the Paladins into good field position. And one of the keys to the game that Coach Mathis said is to get good field position, and they got to score early. Here we go. Mangan in shotgun. He receives it. He passes it. It's dropped. Colby Mangum not able to handle the pass, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the Paladin 29. Very important that the Pinecrest Academy Paladins catch the football, hold on to the football as they run it. No fumbles, no turnovers. Can't have turnovers in this game. Here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Michael Barozis to the left of Mickey Mangum. Mickey Mangum hands off to Barozis. Barozis, a good little bit of running room, gets maybe a yard. He's down at the 30. So Michael Barozis gets a yard, and that should make it 3rd and 9 from the 30. Actually, he picked up 3 yards on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 from the 28. Mangan in shotgun formation. Low snap, back to throw. Mangum throws. It is, almost brought in. They're going to call it incomplete. The ball was tipped by a Mount Pisgah defender, but Peter Hoover had a chance to catch it, but he just couldn't haul it in. Tough luck for Peter Hoover, and the Paladins are going to have to punt. Not the offensive start that you wanted, or that Coach Mathis wanted, obviously, as the Paladin defense now is going to have a stern test ahead of them, as Matt Stone is going to punt it away for the Paladins. Here's the punt. It's a long wobbler and is fielded by number 7. This is Trey Murphy, and he is tackled and wrapped up just shy of the 40-yard line. Looks like the ball is going to be spotted around the 38. 38-yard line for the Patriots. And they've got a vaunted offense with Jacob Sendoya. He's a 6'1 senior, 190-pounder. He can throw it, he can run it. And one of the keys to the game was that the Paladin defense is going to have to contain him. First and 10 from the Patriots 38. Sendoya in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. He tosses it out to David Woodward. Woodward up the sidelines. David Woodward across the 50. David Woodward down at the 45-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. So right away, a nice gain for the Patriots as David Woodward catches the ball and moves it down to the Paladin 45-yard line. This is a spread offense that Mount Pisgah runs, and they can put up points. They put up 45 points against Walker a couple of weeks ago. So it's first and 10 from the Paladin 45-yard line. He hands it off, and this is number 4, Kai Williams, and Williams is run out of bounds. And he didn't get a whole lot, maybe about 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7. He gains 3. 2nd and 7. Second and 7 for the Patriots. Williams in motion. And Sendoya passes it over to Woodward. Woodward breaks a tackle. Woodward opens the sidelines across the 30, across the 25, the 20, across the 15, the 10, the 5. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown, Mount Pisgah Christian. David Woodward with a 35-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are on the board first. And one thing you could not do was give up a big play, and that's unfortunately what the Paladins did right there. So Peyton Brodus, actually I take that back, they did not. He was out at the 1. He was out at the 1, so they give the ball to Woodward. A good tackle by Patrick Sullivan. Thought that was a touchdown. So it's going to be 2nd down for Mount Pisgah. 1st and goal. Here's Sendoya, hands it off. Now he's going to keep it and dive into the end zone for a touchdown. This time they score. So Mount Pisgah scores the touchdown as Jacob Sendoya runs it in, and it's 6-0 Mount Pisgah Christian. Peyton Brodus, the kicker. He'll come on for the extra point. And here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. So Mount Pisgah Christian draws first blood here in this game. They lead it 7-0. A big play by David Woodward. A 35-yard pass play. He ran it all the way down into the red zone, into Paladin territory. And a couple of plays later, Jacob Sendoya scores from a yard out to give the Patriots of Mount Pisgah a 7-0 lead. Let's see how the Pinecrest Academy Paladins respond. It's going to be very important that they score early. That was one of the keys to the game. As Brodus about to kick off for Mount Pisgah. Last year, these two teams met. The Paladins beat Mount Pisgah on a last-second field goal, 17-14. But that was last year. Brodus ready to kick it off. He puts his foot into it. It's a low line drive kick, and it bounces, and it's picked up by Ryan DeFazio. Ryan DeFazio towards the sideline. He's up to 20, across the 20. He is across the 30 and across the 35 down to about the 37-yard line. A nice run by Ryan DeFazio. That's two nice runs by DeFazio, giving the Paladins good field position. They've got to do something with it, though, as they trail 7-0, 8:34 to go in the first quarter. Ken Gustafson with you between the pines here at Pinecrest Academy. Glad to have you along. Mickey Mangan, the quarterback, in shotgun. He's back to pass, throws over the middle. It's incomplete. Looks like he wanted Patrick Sullivan. A little bit of mix-up in communication there as the pass went wide. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from the 33 of Pinecrest Academy. Mangan in shotgun. Back to throw is Mangan. It's caught by his younger brother, Colby Mangan. And he gets a couple of yards. He is tackled down around the 38-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. Third and 5 from the 39 of Pinecrest Academy. Need these 5 yards here. Need to keep the drive going. Two receivers to the right. Mangan gets the ball. He throws it. And it's caught by Brooks Binkley on a screen pass. Binkley breaks the tackle. Binkley down across the 50, down to about the 48-yard line of Mount Pisgah Christian. Nice play by Mickey Mangum as he throws a screen pass to Brooks Binkley, and a nice gain as they move the ball into Mount Pisgah territory. 7:43 to go in the first quarter. Mount Pisgah Christian leads it 7-0. But the Paladins complete a critical 3rd down play. Mangan, he hands it off to Binkley. Binkley wrapped up, and he maybe got a yard. Jonathan Giglia on the stop for Mount Pisgah Christian. 2nd and 9 from the 48. Mangum coming in from into the huddle to give the play. Paladins up to the line. Mangum in shotgun. Low snap. He gets it. He throws. It's intercepted. Intercepted by number 14. Number 13, I should say. That's Grayson Stevens with the interception. And he runs it all the way back into Paladin territory down around the 30-yard line. That's just what you could not afford to happen if you're a Paladin fan. A turnover, and now Mount Pisgah is in business again. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. Mount Pisgah with the ball. And Jacob Sandoya and his weapons in business now. David Woodward lines up behind Sandoya. Sandoya awaits the snap. And he's going to hand it off to Woodward. Woodward keeps running. Woodward still on his feet, gets a chunk of yards, and he moves the ball all the way down towards the 25-yard line. It's 6 yards on the play. The ball spotted at the 26-yard line. So 2nd and 4 for the Patriots. They come into this game 3-1. They lead at 7-0, and they're looking for more. Sendoya in shotgun. And we have flags on the play. They are using blue flags tonight in honor to remember those who are suffering from prostate cancer. Let's see what the flag is. Looks like it might have been a false start against Mount Pisgah Christian, but we'll see.
No, that was on Paladins. That was outside the...
Off.
And that's going to be against the Patriots.
It's against the Patriots. So a false start penalty pushes the Patriots back. It's going to be first and 10, I should say. Here's Sendoya running. Good pursuit by the Paladins. Good pursuit by the Paladins. Oh, goodness, Sendoya gets away. He gets away again. And now Sendoya throwing a long pass. It's dropped. Oh, my goodness. What a sequence of events. The Paladin defense had Sendoya dead to right, but you could see his dual threat ability, his escape ability. He was able to elude 2 Paladin defenders, and he got a good throw off, but it was dropped by number 8. That's Connor Purcell. Connor Purcell had an easy catch in his breadbasket, but he dropped it. Big break for the Paladins, but good defensive pursuit on Sendoya. So 2nd and 10 now. And he's going to hand it off to Connor Purcell. Connor Purcell breaks the tackle across the 20, across the 10, across the 5, touchdown Patriots. So a 25-yard run by Connor Purcell gives Mount Pisgah a 13-0 lead. The interception was extremely costly. So Peyton Brodus on for the extra point. Boy, the Paladin defense almost had Sendoya wrapped up way back in the backfield. 2 players couldn't get to him, though. His escapability, he can run and he can elude people. So Brodus awaiting to kick the extra point. Sendoya holding. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 5:26 to go in the game, Mount Pisgah takes advantage of a Mickey Mangan interception, and they lead it 14-0 over Pinecrest Academy. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football, powered by SUV TV.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
We're back here. It is 14-0 Mount Pisgah Christian as Connor Purcell ran at 25 yards for a touchdown. Mickey Mangum, the quarterback for Pinecrest Academy, throwing an interception, which led to the touchdown. However, we have a penalty against Mount Pisgah Christian. 10-yard penalty. Not sure what that was. May have been, actually, it was an unsportsmanlike conduct against Mount Pisgah after the touchdown, so penalize them on the kickoff. Here's the kick from Brodus. High kick. It is fielded by DeFazio. Fazio keeps running. He's across the 40. DeFazio still on his feet, and he is wrapped up at the 42-yard line. So the Paladins are getting good field position, but they're just unable to take advantage of it so far. They're getting good runbacks from their kickoff guys, but just unable to move the football and get good field position. The turnover was a killer. So it's 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Take that back, the 44-yard line, of Pinecrest Academy. Mangan in shotgun. He's going to pitch it over to Burrows. Burrows is running towards the sideline of Mount Pisgah, and he's tripped up. Gets maybe a yard out of the play. And that was Connor Norwood on the stop for the Patriots. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from, let's call it the 44.5. So 2nd and 9 from the 45 for Pinecrest Academy. They must respond here. They really must respond. They fell behind big time against Walker last week. And it's repeating itself again. Here's Mangan back to pass. Mangan throws over the middle. It is off the hands of Colby Mangan. And it's going to be 3rd and 9. Unfortunate that Colby Mangan couldn't bring that in. So we have 3rd and long for the Paladins. They desperately need to get on the scoreboard here. Sullivan comes out. Coming in is Brooks Binkley. 3rd and 9 from the Paladin 45-yard line. Paladins trail 14-0. Pinecrest Academy looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-3. In spite of that, it's a great atmosphere here between the Pines. Now Mangum back to pass. Mangum going to throw over the middle. It is complete. Complete. And that is, let's see, that is number 10, number 31 with the catch for the Paladins. Number 81, David Stubbs. David Stubbs with the reception. So now the ball is at the 49-yard line of Mount Pisgah. It is 4th down, however, as the Paladins unable to get the necessary yardage. So Matt Stone into punt. Stone gets it, and here's his punt, almost blocked. It's a nice high kick, and it's fair caught by number 7. That's Trey Murphy of Mount Pisgah Christian. 3:35 to go in the game. Mount Pisgah Christian leads it 14-0. The Paladins got the ball first, but were unable to move the ball against the Mount Pisgah defense. And Mount Pisgah scored with David Sendoya scoring from a yard out on after a big run by David Woodward. Then the Paladins with the ball, Mickey Mangum throwing an interception, and that led to another touchdown. So now the Patriots have the ball again, 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line, their own 16. Here's Sendoya, pack to pass. Sendoya looking. He throws, long pass, it is incomplete. He wanted number 8, Connor Purcell, but couldn't get it to him, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 16. The Paladin defense trying their best to hold off and contain this high-powered offense of Mount Pisgah Christian. 2nd and 10 from the Mount Pisgah 16. And we have a penalty flag, or do we? No, there's no penalty flag. Wave off the flag. They're using blue flags to honor those with prostate cancer. Here's Sendoya. He's back to pass. His pass is complete by Connor Purcell. Purcell up the sidelines, and he is tackled. Good tackle there by Ryan DeFazio. And Trip Hochman. Ryan DeFazio and Trip Hochman in on the stop, but a big gain for Mount Pisgah Christian. It's going to be 1st and 10, and the ball spotted at the 22-yard line. Correction, the 32-yard line. So the Patriots moving again. The ball at their own 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Sendoya in shotgun. Woodward in motion. Sendoya gets the ball. Back to pass. Sendoya. He's going to be sacked. And a big sack. And that was number 55, Stone Brown with the sack. Great job. Great pursuit by Stone Brown getting into the backfield and sacking Sendoya. The Paladins need to do more of that. Great contained by the Paladin defense as they were able to get in the backfield and get a sack on Jacob Sendoya. It's a loss of 5, so 2nd and 15 from the 27. Sendoya in shotgun, back to pass. Looking. Now he's going to roll. Now he's rolling back towards his end zone, rolling towards his left. Now he's running. He can run, folks. Sendoya runs, still running. And he's all the way across to the 47-yard line. A big run by Jacob Sendoya. He's a dual threat, and it was important coming into this game for the Paladin defense to contain him. And after a big sack, there is a penalty, however. Let's see what the penalty is. Big run by Jacob Sendoya. Holding against Mount Pisgah. Big penalty against the Patriots. And that nullifies a great run by Jacob Sendoya. And a big break for Pinecrest Academy. They trail at 14-0, 2:02 to go in the first quarter.
That's a 10-yard spot foul. It's going to work along the 31-yard
Sendoya, a commit to Troy University out of the Sun Belt Conference, an FBS school in Troy, Alabama. So 2nd and 15 from the Mount Pisgah 27.
Pisgah with the football at the 31-yard line.
Here's Sendoya in shotgun. He gets it. He throws it over towards the right side, and it is caught. I want to say it was caught by number 4, Kai Williams. Patrick Sullivan on the stop. Good defense there by the Paladins. Good job by Sullivan with the wrap-up tackle. No gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Patriots. Very important for Pinecrest Academy to get a stop here on defense. 3rd and 11 from the 31-yard line of Mount Pisgah. Sendoya in shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. He hands it off to Kai Williams. Kai Williams with a stiff arm, but he can't get away from Stone Brown. I believe that was Stone Brown. Also, Jackson Mueller in on the tackle as well. Great job by the Paladin defense. That's the 2nd sack on Sendoya. No, actually, that wasn't a sack on Sendoya. That was a sack on, or not a sack, a tackle on running back Kai Williams. 4th down, Patriots forced to punt. And now Sendoya is going to punt a rugby-style punt. It's going to be fielded by Hogan Palmer. Hogan Palmer breaks 2 tackles, but falls at about the 35-yard line. So once again, the Paladins have good field position. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. They have not been able to do so far. Big play by the Paladin defense, sacking Kai Williams on 3rd and long and getting the ball back. 31.7 seconds to go in the first quarter. Mount Pisgah leads it 14-0. Mangan in shotgun. Barozas lines up behind him. Mangan pitches it to Barozas. Barozas runs towards the sidelines, and we have a penalty flag. A penalty. It looks like maybe a face mask. He gained maybe about 3 yards. Let's see what the penalty is. Preliminary indication is face mask. Let's see.
That's going against the Paladins. It's going to be
It's against Pinecrest Academy.
34-yard line.
Apparently it was holding. I'm being told it was a block in the back. So nevertheless, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 34. The Paladins have it.
Second and 10 for the Paladins from their own 34-yard line.
Mangan in shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. They're going to let the quarter run down, and that's the end of the first quarter.
Patriots on top of the Pinecrest.
Mount Pisgah Christian has a powerful offense and a terrific dual-threat quarterback, and he has shown himself tonight, and they lead it. The Patriots do 14-0 over Pinecrest Academy. We're going to take a break. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football, powered by SUV TV.
If you want a used vehicle, but you also want peace of mind, you want a Ford certified pre-owned vehicle. Because every Ford CPO vehicle is given a rigorous 172-point inspection by Ford factory-trained technicians. From the radiator to the transmission, to the engine, to the air conditioning. And every Ford CPO vehicle is backed by Ford. With 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty coverage. Plus 12-month, 12,000-mile limited warranty coverage. Ford certified pre-owned. A car that's inspected by Ford and backed by Ford. So what does that mean to you? Relax. It's covered.
Pinecrest Academy trailing Mount Pisgah Christian 14-0. Pinecrest with the ball. Mangum back to pass. He throws, and it's incomplete. He wanted David Stubbs, but the ball bounced on the ground. Low throw, and it's incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from, 3rd and 10 from their own 34. 3rd and 10 from their own 34. Mangan in shotgun, and looks like movement on the offensive line of Pinecrest Academy. And that's going to back them up 5 yards. Now the ball is going to be placed at the 29-yard line. So 3rd and 15 from their own 29. Paladins desperately needing a score. Desperately needing a long, sustained drive. Desperately needing confidence here to get the ball in the end zone. Start of the second quarter, 11:38 to go before halftime. They trail 14-0 to Mount Pisgah Christian. 3rd and 15 from the 29. Mangan in shotgun. Sullivan in motion. Mangan back to throw. Throws it, and it's complete to Brooks Binkley. Binkley, a nice run by Brooks Binkley. He's across the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. So a nice play there by Mickey Mangan to Brooks Binkley. However, it's not enough to gain the first down. It's going to be 4th down, and the Paladins once again are going to have to punt with 11 minutes to go in the half. Well, let's see. They're 2 yards shy of the first down. They're going to go for it. Coach Terrence Mathis is going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and 2. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Screen pass, perhaps. Maybe a run play by Barozas. We'll see. Binkley lines up to the right of Mangan. Mangan awaits the snap. Here's the snap. Mangan back to pass. He throws. It's caught. It is caught. Caught by his younger brother, Colby Mangum. And Colby Mangum runs it all the way into Mount Pisgah territory, down to about the 38-yard line of Mount Pisgah Christian. Gutsy call by Coach Terrence Mathis, and it pays off. It's Mangan to Mangan as Mickey Mangan threw it to his younger brother, Colby Mangum, and Colby ran it all the way down into Mount Pisgah territory, down to the 38-yard line of the Patriots. Perhaps that's the spark that the Paladins needed. So 1st and 10 from the 38 of Mount Pisgah. Paladins trail 14-0. Burrows is lined up to the left of Mangan. 2 receivers to the right. Mangan back to pass. He breaks the tackle. Now Mangan's going to run across the 40, cross 35, cross 30, down to the 20, and out of bounds at about the, I want to say the 17-yard line. Let's see. That was a nice run by Mickey Mangan. And that's down to the 23-yard line. I was hoping it was the 17, but it was still, nevertheless, a great run by Mangan. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 23. Mangan hands off to Burrows. Burrows finds a seam. Burrows is still on his feet, and he breaks the tackle across the 20. He's across the 10. And he is down at, or actually he's down around the, I want to say the 15-yard line. There is a penalty flag, however. Let's hope it's not against Pinecrest Academy. Let's see. That would be a shame. That was a great run by Michael Burrows. And it is against Pinecrest Academy.
And that's going to pack the Paladins up.
With 9:36 to go,
This is going to be 1st down, 1st and 15.
it was a false start penalty against
The Patriot 27-yard line.
false start penalty against Pinecrest Academy. So the ball spotted at the 27-yard line. Mangan comes in to get the play. .9:36 to go in the half. Golden opportunity for the Paladins to get on the scoreboard here. And another false start against Pinecrest Academy, and that's going to back them up 5 more yards. Penalties killing the Paladins right now. They can ill afford penalties, especially in this part of the field where they have a chance to score. So now the ball pushed back to the 32-yard line. Now it's going to be 1st and 20. 1st and 20 from the Mount Pisgah 32-yard line. Mangan in shotgun. Burrows is to his left. Moreau, a low snap. And Mangan going to have to improvise. Mangan running towards the sidelines. He gets a decent gain. Wow. He knocked one guy out of bounds. And he knocked Jonathan Giglia topsy-turvy there. He got about 6 yards on the play, did Mangan. Nice run by Mickey Mangan. And there is a timeout on the field. Timeout on the field. We're going to take one as well. It is 14-0 Mount Pisgah Christian over Pinecrest Academy. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football on SUV TV. We're back here between the pines at Pinecrest Academy. The Paladins have it 2nd and 13 from the Patriots 25. Mangan back to pass. Mangan gonna throw a long pass. It's caught! The pass is caught by number 81, David Stubbs. And that ball is down to the 14-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and goal from the 13-yard line for Pinecrest Academy. Big play from Mickey Mangan to David Stubbs. First down play, 14 yards on the play. Here we go, 1st and goal from the 13. The Paladins have a chance to score here. Mangan awaits the snap. Mangan back to pass. Actually, he's going to give it to Binkley. Binkley gets maybe about 2 yards. And that was Nick Jackson on the tackle for Mount Pisgah Christian. So the ball is spotted at the 14-yard line. Actually, no gain, maybe a loss. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 4, I take that back. Mangan back to pass, he throws, and it is caught! Touchdown, Paladins! Touchdown, Paladins! It's David Stubbs with the touchdown. Mickey Mangan to David Stubbs. And that cuts the lead to 14-6. Extra point pending. Great job by the Paladin offense to overcome some penalties and score a touchdown to cut the lead in half here. As Connor Sassine is on to attempt the extra point. His kick is up. His kick is good. And so the Paladins are on the scoreboard. It is 14-7 Mount Pisgah Christian with 8:26 to go in the game. Very, very important that they responded, and they did. Great job by Mickey Mangan, David Stubbs, and the offensive line of Pinecrest Academy moving the ball down the field. They overcome some false start penalties, but they were able to score as Mickey Mangan threw a 4-yard touchdown pass to David Stubbs. And it's 14-7 Mount Pisgah Christian, and the Paladins are back in this ball game. Now it's the defense's turn. It's the defense's turn to get a stop, to get the offense the ball back so the offense can get a tying score here. What a confidence builder for Pinecrest Academy. Coach Terrence Mathis said they don't dwell on the past. And they had a great week of practice. We have seen much improvement over the weeks by this Pinecrest Academy team here at SUV-TV, even though they don't have a win yet. Hopefully tonight will be the night they get their first victory. Connor Sassine to kick it off. David Woodward back to receive. And toe meets leather. And it's a short kick. It's going to bounce. And picked up by Woodward. And oh my goodness, he's going to go, whoa. It was Kai Williams with the return, and Kai Williams runs it all the way down inside Paladin territory. So on special teams, a mistake there by the Paladins, and the Patriots now have the ball at the 34-yard line of Mount Pisgah Christian. So just as Pinecrest scores, all of a sudden here, Mount Pisgah Christian is in business deep in Paladin territory. Sandoya in shotgun. He gets it, hands it off to Kai Williams. Kai Williams gets about 3 yards. Hogan Palmer and Joe Kiernan on the stop for Pinecrest Academy. 7:45 to go in the half. The defense has their work cut out for them to keep the keep the Patriots from scoring here. So it's 2nd and 6 from the 31. Sandoya waits the snap. Sandoya rolls to his left. Now he's going to roll back across the field. He rolls towards his right, and he's going to throw across his body a long pass, and it is knocked. And that is a catch. Wow. What a catch. Trying to see who that was. Who was it that caught that? Huh? And we got a timeout on the field. Just a great play by Jacob Sandoya. He rolled towards his left, then rolled it back across the field with Patrick Sullivan in pursuit to his right and threw across his body. Normally, you're not supposed to do that if you're a quarterback. You can get the ball picked off, but a great catch. Great catch. Who caught the ball? And just a great catch by number 7. That's Trey Murphy, and the ball now is down at the 2-yard line, or the 3-yard line, I should say, of Pinecrest Academy, and it's 1st and goal from the 3 for Mount Pisgah Christian. Just a backbreaker on special teams there as Kai Williams got a great return all the way into Paladin territory, and a tremendous throw by Sendoya to Trey Murphy. Sort of a lucky throw, if you will. Trey Murphy making the catch at the 3-yard line, and it's 1st and goal for the Patriots at the Paladin 3. Sendoya waiting the snap. He gets it, and inside handoff, and brought down nicely. Stone Brown in on the tackle there. A couple other Paladin players. I think Sawyer Huffstetler was in on that play as well, as Williams was wrapped up there. And it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 10, a 7-yard loss. Great pursuit by the Paladin defense. Second and goal from the 10. Sendoya back to pass. Sendoya throws into the end zone. It is incomplete. He wanted number 17. That's Jack Rothamel. Ball was a bit underthrown, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 10. Be a nice victory for the Paladin defense if they can hold Mount Pisgah Christian to a field goal here. Or even better, maybe cause a turnover. 3rd and 10. I should say 3rd and goal from the 10 for Mount Pisgah Christian. Sendoya waiting the snap. He gets it, throws over towards his right. Here's Kai Williams, catches it. Kai Williams, and he is down to almost to the goal line. Let's see. Did he get in? And he stopped at the 5-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and goal for Mount Pisgah Christian. Let's see what Mike Forrester decides to do. Ball actually spotted at the 3-yard line. They're going to go for it, are the Patriots. And the crowd is standing for the Paladin defense to get a stop. Here's Sendoya. Williams in motion. Sendoya's going to keep it. And he scores. Touchdown. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacob Sendoya scores from 3 yards out on 4th and goal and gives Mount Pisgah Christian a 20-7 lead, with Peyton Brodus on to attempt the extra point. My goodness, after the Paladins scored a great touchdown, they give up big yardage on special teams, and then another big pass play by Sendoya to Trey Murphy, and a couple plays later, Sendoya scores. Here's the kick by Brodus. We await it. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 5:57 to go in the first half, Mount Pisgah Christian marches it right down the field right after Pinecrest Academy scores its first touchdown. And now the score is Mount Pisgah Christian 21, Pinecrest Academy 7. We'll step it out. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football, powered by SUV TV. We're back here between the Pines, where Mount Pisgah Christian leads Pinecrest Academy 21-7. Pinecrest Academy getting a touchdown as Mickey Mangan throws a pass to David Stubbs for the touchdown. However, Mount Pisgah Christian marches the ball down the field and scores. Jacob Sandoya scoring, make it 21-7. Now Pinecrest with the ball as Ryan DeFazio has it.
Number 14 and number 12 for the Patriots going to clean it up.
And
That's Jason Grant.
DeFazio is tackled there at the 45-yard line, it looks like. So, once again, good field position for Pinecrest Academy. They've had great field position all night, and they were able to take advantage of it finally in their last offensive drive. So here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 45. They trail 21-7 to Mount Pisgah Christian. 3 receivers to the left. Mangan in shotgun formation. He hands it off to Brooks Binkley. Binkley across the 50 to the 49. So a nice run by Brooks Binkley. He picks up 7 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 3 from the 48-yard line of Mount Pisgah Christian. A battle of momentum here in the second quarter. Mount Pisgah Christian up 14-0. The Paladins get a big touchdown play from Mickey Mangan to David Stubbs, making it 14-7. But the Patriots march it right down the field and score. But the Paladins have the ball back. Mangan. Oh, almost juggled it, but here's Hogan Palmer with the ball. Hogan Palmer across the 40, cross 35, cross 30, down to around the 25-yard line. And a little push there from Connor Norwood of Mount Pisgah Christian, pushing Hogan Palmer down, and there is a flag on the play, and it looks like we might have a personal foul against Mount Pisgah Christian. Let's see what the call is. Connor Norwood just kind of pushed Hogan Palmer to the ground after the play. It is a personal foul against Mount Pisgah Christian. Personal foul against the Patriots. That's 15 more yards. And just like that, the Paladins are at the 34-yard line of Mount Pisgah Christian. They have proven they can move the football against the Patriot defense. Let's see if they can do it again and get another score. 4:58 to go in the half. Mount Pisgah Christian leads at 21-7 over Pinecrest Academy. But Pinecrest is in business from the 34 of Mount Pisgah. Mangan under center this time. Mangan going to hand the ball. No, he's going to fake the handoff and pass, but he is going to get sacked, and a big loss. A big loss is number 66, Charlie Smith, with the big sack, and that's about a 10, maybe 15-yard loss as Charlie Smith sacks Mickey Mangum far back in the backfield. That's a backbreaker there. And let's see. And they are going to spot the ball at the 25-yard line. Huge loss there. 2nd and 23 from the 25. Mangan under center. Back to throw. He's under pressure. He throws, and it's, almost, is it caught? It is caught. Great catch. Great catch. And they're going to call it incomplete, though. I guess they say he trapped it. Originally, they called it complete. That was Peter Hoover. Peter Hoover looked like he caught the ball, but the refs called it incomplete. One day you're going to see instant replay in high school football. Well, maybe not. I don't know. But that one calls for instant replay, I think. Well, it's 3rd and 23 for the Paladins. Need to get some yardage here. Mangan in shotgun this time. Burrows is to his right. Mangan awaits the snap. He gets it. He's back to throw. He's under pressure again and almost got sacked. Now Mangan runs across the down to the 20-yard line. He ran across the 30 and down to the 20. So he's got some of the yardage back. It's going to be 4th down. 4th down at about 13. So Connor Sassine is going to try a field goal here on 4th down.
It's going to be a 35-yard field goal.
35-yard field goal attempt for Connor Sassine to cut the lead to 21-10. Mangan the holder. Here's the snap. The kick is up. And the kick is good! Connor Sassine from 35 yards out cuts the lead to 11. So it is Mount Pisgah Christian 21, Pinecrest Academy 10. That sack on Makey Mangum a couple plays ago by Charlie Smith was a backbreaker. However, the Paladins still able to get some points out of this drive off the leg of Connor Sassine. A 35-yard field goal is good, and it's 21-10, Mount Pisgah Christian, 3:39 to go before halftime. By the way, at halftime, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest. We're going to interview the headmaster of Pinecrest Academy. We interviewed President Dr. David Steffi last week. We'll interview the headmaster this week. As with 3:39 to go, they haven't put the 10 points up on the scoreboard yet. And the Paladins will kick it off to the Patriots. That's a confidence booster for Pinecrest Academy. Connor Sassine about to kick it off. They trail it 21-10, but very much in this ball game, they have proven that they can move the ball against the Patriots and score. Here's the kick. It's a high kick, and it goes out of bounds. Not what you wanted, and the ball is going to be placed at the 35-yard line. Connor Sassine has a good leg, and he's a good kickoff guy. He just made a 35-yard field goal, but he kicks it out of bounds here, and that's going to give the Patriots good field position from their own 35-yard line. You want to kick that ball into the end zone if actually, they're going to re-kick it. I take that back. High school rules a bit different than college or pro. I thought they were going to place the ball at the 35, so they're going to re-kick the ball. And that's a good thing for Sassine. 3:39 to go in the half, with Mount Pisgah leading it 21-10 over Pinecrest Academy. The Paladins, however, I believe, have momentum on their side, and they have proven that they can move the ball and score, something they have struggled with in the past few weeks. So here's Sassine with his redo, if you will, his second kickoff. And it's a low line drive kick. It's picked up. And was there a fumble? The ball was muffed by number 52. I believe that was Lucas Aiden of Mount Pisgah Christian. But Mount Pisgah Christian has it, and they have it with good field position. Big stop, big important stop here for the Paladin defense if they can get it just before the half. Ball placed at the 44-yard line of the Patriots. Kai Williams out to the right, two receivers to the right. Sendoya gets the pass, gets the ball. Sendoya rolls to his left. Sendoya throwing a long throw, and it is incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for Mount Pisgah Christian.
Incomplete brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 3:32 remaining.
He wanted David Woodward, but Woodward unable to come up with the catch. So 2nd and 10 from the 44. Sendoya back to pass, screen pass. It's to number 8. That's Connor Purcell. Purcell is run out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Run out of bounds by number 56, Joey Kiernan of Pinecrest Academy. And I believe we have a penalty flag. Again, they're using blue flags in this game as an honor. No, take that back. There is no penalty. 3rd and 4 for Mount Pisgah. Sandoya. He runs up the middle. Sandoya across the 50, across the 45, across the 40, across the 35, 30, 25, 20, across the 15. He breaks another tackle across the 10, across the 5, and he is down, I believe, at the 1. Wow, what a run by Jacob Sandoya. We mentioned at the top of the broadcast, this young man is a dual threat, and he can do it with his legs. It was important for the defense of Pinecrest Academy to contain him, but they weren't able to do it on that play, so it is 1st and goal from the 4. Here's Sandoya. Oh, he drops it. Sandoya drops it. He drops it. It's kicked around, and it's still fought for. Still fought for. It looks like Mount Pisgah came up with it, though. Wow. Sandoya fumbling the snap and then kicking it accidentally, of course. And the Patriots lose big yardage on that play. They get the ball back, but they lose a ton of yardage as the ball is now at the 25-yard line. They were at the 4-yard line, 1st and goal from the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. They lose 19 yards. I take that back, 21 yards. So here you go, from the 25, Sandoya rolls to his left. Now he rolls back across the middle. He throws the ball. It is caught by Connor Purcell, and wrapped up is Connor Purcell by number 52. That's Nolan Stafford. Nice job by Stafford, and number 15, Sawyer Huffstetler. Both of them on the stop. 2:16 to go. It is 3rd and goal. And the ref says clock should be running, so 2:09, 2:08 to go. Mount Pisgah Christian looking to put points on the board before the half ends. And we have a timeout. We'll take one as well. Timeout on the field, 2:02 to go in the first half. Mount Pisgah Christian leads at 21-10. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football, powered by SUV TV. Pinecrest Academy trailing Mount Pisgah Christian 21-10, 2:02 to go in the first half. Mount Pisgah Christian had the ball 1st and goal at the 4, but a fumble by Jacob Sandoya, and the ball was recovered at the 25, so it's 3rd and goal, and Sandoya throws it, and he drops it. The receiver drops it, and it's going to be incomplete pass, so it's going to be 4th and goal. And Stone Brown right there on the stop as David Woodward dropped the pass. And a big break for Pinecrest Academy. The defense comes up big here, forcing a fumble and forcing an incomplete pass on 3rd down. So Peyton Brodus will come on to attempt a field goal. It's going to be a 38-yard field goal for Peyton Brodus. Connor Purcell with the hold. Here's the snap. Here's the hold. The kick is up. And the kick is good. Just inside the left upright. So Mount Pisgah Christian gets 3 more points on the board. It's 24-10, a minute 49 to go in the first half. Just an awesome atmosphere here between the Pines. We saw this last week and this week as well, as the fans are just into it. They're having a great time regardless of the score. And Pinecrest Academy is playing much better football than they have in the past few weeks. They're moving the football down the field. They've gotten great field position. They struggled at first to make use of that good field position. They had a turnover earlier in the game, which cost them a touchdown a couple plays later, but they seem to have regained their footing here. They were able to stop Mount Pisgah Christian. The Patriots had the ball 1st and goal from the 4. Could very well have been a touchdown there. Instead, the Patriots had to settle for a field goal. Peyton Brodus to kick off. 1:49 to go. Ryan DeFazio catches it. DeFazio across the 20. DeFazio is going to be tackled down around the 25-yard line. Let's see. Looked like it was, he went across the 25. Let's see. Let's see where they place the ball. Ball is at the 30-yard line. So a nice return by Ryan DeFazio. 1st and 10, 1:40 to go from their own 30. Pinecrest Academy with the football. Mangan in shotgun. Burrows is to his left. Mangan ready to receive the pass. He's got it. Mangan throws. It is caught, and David Stubbs with the reception, and he is tackled right away at the 35-yard line. So 2nd and 5, clock ticking down here for Pinecrest Academy. 2 receivers to the right. Here's Mangan, back to pass. Mangan throwing a long pass, and it's over the head, almost intercepted. Intended for 81, David Stubbs, but that pass fell incomplete. It's a good thing it did because Connor Norwood was right there, and it was over his head. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Paladins at their own 35-yard line. 1:08 to go in the first half. We will interview the headmaster of Pinecrest Academy here at halftime, so keep it right here. 3rd and 6 from the 35. The Paladins trying to get some more points on the board before the half ends. Mangan in shotgun. Burrows is to his left. 2 receivers to the left. Mangan going to keep it. Mangan is going to be tackled for maybe a couple of yards, and it's going to be 4th down, and that was Nick Jackson on the play with the tackle. So 4th and maybe 3, and it's going to be timeout Mount Pisgah. We'll take a timeout right now. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football powered by SUV TV. And we're back here at Pinecrest Academy between the Pines. It is 4th and 4. Paladins with the football. And let's see what they decide to do. It looks like they're going to punt. They are going to punt. That is the wise thing to do. You're deep in your own territory. 1 minute to go in the first half. Matt Stone on to punt. Trey Murphy to receive. And here's the punt from Stone. It's a high punt. It bounces across the 25 and out of bounds at around the 24-yard line. So the Patriots will have the ball at their own 24-yard line with 52 seconds to go. A big stop there by the Paladin defense, holding Mount Pisgah to a field goal. It was 1st and 4, 1st and goal from the 4 for Mount Pisgah. But a fumble by Jacob Sandoya, the Mount Pisgah Christian quarterback, pushing the ball all the way back to the 25-yard line, and the Patriots had to settle for a field goal. Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Sandoya in shotgun. 2 receivers to the right for Mount Pisgah Christian. They come into this game 3-1. Sandoya giving instructions to his offensive line. Here's the pass, or actually Sandoya rolling to his right, and he throws across his body. It is incomplete. Just off the hands of number 7, Trey Murphy. But Michael Burrows is on defense. Nice job by Burrows to break up that pass. 46 seconds to go in the first half. 24-10, Mount Pisgah Christian leads Pinecrest Academy. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Sendoya awaiting the snap. He's in shotgun. Sendoya back to pass. Sendoya, he gets pursuit. He's going to throw a long pass. It is caught by number 4, Kai Williams. He is wrapped up by Michael Barozes down at the 10-yard line. A huge play, pass play for Sendoya. A long pass completion to Kai Williams. And the Patriots have the ball at the 10-yard line. A big play that Pinecrest Academy could ill afford to give up there. And we have a timeout on the field. 36.3 seconds to go. Sendoya was in pursuit. One of the Pinecrest defenders had a beat on him, but he was able to elude him, and he threw a long pass play, maybe about, I want to say, at least 60 yards. And Kai Williams caught the ball and was tackled at the 10-yard line by Michael Barozes. So once again, the Patriots are in business, trying to put some more points on the board before the half ends. Pinecrest Academy is a private pre-K through 12 college prep Catholic school. We provide an atmosphere of academic rigor and critical thinking while offering personalized attention in a Christ-centered environment of faith and reason. Call us today at 770-888-4477. Here we go. We're out of the timeout. It is 1st and goal from the 10-yard line for Mount Pisgah Christian. Jacob Sendoya awaits the snap. He gets it. He's going to keep it, and he is wrapped up nicely by number 58, Zach Shetman. Nice play by Shetman to wrap up Sendoya. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 10, and another timeout taken. We have 26.1 seconds to go in the first half here. I want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors: Atlanta Rehabilitation and Performance Center, Haynes Sports Medicine, and O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, also Grubb and Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. We thank you for your sponsorship. And folks, you need to support these sponsors like the Black Diamond Grill. That's a great restaurant. Also Castle Car Wash. They make it all happen. They make it possible for us to stream you these games every week. So 2nd and goal from the 13. 2nd and goal from the 13-yard line. Sendoya in shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. Sendoya looking back to pass, throws into the end zone, and it is incomplete. As Trip Hochman on the defense, that was number 17, Jack Rothermel. He was the intended receiver. A good defense by the Paladins as Trip Hochman able to break up that pass. 3rd and goal from the 13. Sendoya back to pass, looking. He's going to roll to his left. Patrick Sullivan trying to get him, and Sendoya throws the ball, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. A great defensive play by Hogan Palmer. And the Paladin defense gets a big stop here as they're going to limit Mount Pisgah Christian to another field goal try. So the Patriots have had the ball in the red zone twice now and have come away with no touchdowns. Or are they going to go for it? No, they're going to kick it. As Peyton Brodus on to kick what would amount to almost an extra point. Here's the kick. It is in the air. It is up, and it is good. So Mount Pisgah Christian puts 3 more points on the board with 9.3 seconds remaining. They lead at 27-10, but a good job by the Pinecrest Academy Paladin defense in getting a stop and holding and keeping, I should say, the Patriots out of the end zone. to make it only a 17-point deficit. 9.3 seconds to go here in the half. At halftime, we'll be interviewing the headmaster of Pinecrest Academy. Last week, we interviewed the president, Father David Steffi, and that was a very insightful interview on all things that are going on here at Pinecrest Academy. Just a great atmosphere here between the Pines. Fans having a great time. Hopefully the Paladins can come up with a win here. They've played better than they did last week. Here's Brodus to kick it off. And it's taken by DeFazio. DeFazio across the 20. DeFazio gets across the 30, maybe down at the 31 or 32-yard line. So 1.1 seconds to go. I assume Terrence Mathis is just gonna have the guys take a knee, or maybe he might have them throw a long Hail Mary pass here. Let's see what Coach Mathis decides to do with 1.1 second to go in the first half. Pinecrest Academy trailing 27-10. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. First and 10 from the 31. 1.1 second. Just going to be looks like going to be a Hail Mary pass here. Well, as Patrick Sullivan is in motion, back to pass, and just a little screen pass to Sullivan. Sullivan up the sideline. Sullivan breaks a tackle as the horn sounds, and he is tackled and run out of bounds. And that's going to be the end of the first half. An exciting first half here between the Pines. Mount Pisgah Christian leads it 27-10, but it could have been much worse. But the Paladin defense came up strong when they had to, holding the Patriots to 2 field goals on their last 2 offensive drives. It is halftime. Mount Pisgah Christian 27, Pinecrest Academy 10. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football, powered by SUV TV.
This Pinecrest Academy football broadcast is brought to you by O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Haines Sports Medicine, S.J. Palzo, Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, Atlanta Rehabilitation Center, Billy Howe Ford, and Alessio's Restaurant and Pizzeria.
If you want a used vehicle, but you also want peace of mind, you want a Ford certified pre-owned vehicle. Because every Ford CPO vehicle is given a rigorous 172-point inspection by Ford factory-trained technicians. From the radiator to the transmission, to the engine, to the air conditioning. And every Ford CPO vehicle is backed by Ford with 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty coverage. Plus 12-month, 12,000-mile limited warranty coverage. Ford certified pre-owned. A car that's inspected by Ford and backed by Ford. So what does that mean to you? Relax, it's covered.
Pines, where Pinecrest Academy trails Pinecrest Academy trails Mount Pisgah Christian 27-10. It's been a very good first half, though. Much improvement from Pinecrest Academy. We have a special guest with us tonight. Last week we heard from Father David Steffi, the president of Pinecrest Academy. Tonight we're going to hear from Ed Lindekugel. There we go. Ed Lindekugel, the headmaster of Pinecrest Academy. Ed, great to have you. Great to have you at halftime.
Thanks.
So we talked with Father Steffi last week about all the things going on at Pinecrest Academy, and just a great interview. What is your take on the game tonight and the things going on here at the Academy?
Well, on the game tonight, I think I can see our players are playing really hard. I've been most impressed with Coach Mathis and his whole team in the way that they are really forming our kids into good young men. And we even have noticed just the leadership that we see with the boys in the school, in the classrooms, in the hallways, that they're just becoming good young men, and that's a beautiful thing. He's building a program, and we're struggling a little this year, but we could see that there will be fruit from that coming forth, not just this year, but for years to come. He's building a program that's going to be around for a really long time with a great deal of success, and we're confident in that. He's a great guy.
And Coach Mathis, a former NFL player, used to play for the Atlanta Falcons, New York Jets, Pittsburgh Steelers. He wanted to give back to this community and give back, and he wanted to get involved in coaching and molding the lives of young men and adding value to their lives, and he's doing that here at Pinecrest Academy.
Absolutely. I couldn't have been any more pleased with the impact and in such a short amount of time. And I think that just you can see by the heart that our kids play for him that he really has had a huge impact on the boys. They really genuinely care about him, and they know he loves them.
Mm-hmm. And it's been a steady improvement over the weeks. We've noticed, they haven't won a game yet. Who knows? They might get a win tonight. We don't know, but there's been steady improvement on both offensively and defensively by the Paladins.
Absolutely, and I think that that's what his message has been. It's if you do things the right way, eventually the winning will come. But it's built on the foundation of doing things the right way. And that's what I think the entire administrative team just has been really impressed with Coach Mathis and his whole crew in that they want to help the boys do things right first, be good men, and then good athletes. It's just very compatible with what our mission of our school is, and he's just a beautiful fit. We feel very blessed to have him here.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, what is going on academically and in the arts and in other areas of the school at the moment?
Well, we have a lot of good things going on. In particular, some fun things that we're working on is we have a kind of like a revamp, a reboot of our capital campaign, and one of the awesome parts of it is we're going to have a lower school building that's a beautiful facility, but also in phase one of this capital campaign is to build an athletics facility that's going to be a gorgeous athletics facility off to the side over in the woods over there. That's going to artificial turf and great stands and a track. It's going to be beautiful. So that's really exciting. We have launched a full out this year sports leader program that we have for all of our coaches and all of our teams. That is a program intended to build virtue among the student athletes. It's a way to help the coaches systematically do that, and we're really excited about that as well. Our kids do great. They always do. Our class of 2017, over 10% of them attending Georgia Tech. We have a bunch attending UGA, including my son Joe. We're proud of all of our graduates, and they just keep doing better and better every year. So we're on a great path. We're very excited about what's going on here.
And that's great to hear. And if anybody wants to take a tour of Pinecrest Academy, or they can visit the website www.pinecrestacademy.org or call 770-888-4477.
Yes, absolutely. We'd love to see people and love to show them around.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've got cross country and volleyball going on right now. How is that going? Those teams doing?
They're competing hard. They both are in some, a season of kind of rebuilding. We have that going on. We've, in the high school athletics, you cycle through and have some classes that graduate, and then you start building again. But I actually have my son David, who's a senior, is a captain on the cross country team, and I know they work hard, and they're really doing great things. They have a lot of fun. There's a lot of camaraderie, and most importantly, the kids are learning the discipline that they're going to need to be successful in life.
Oh yes.
We had our senior night at our volleyball game yesterday, and we're also honored the girls at our senior night at the halftime of our football game when that's coming up in a few weeks. So it's all good stuff. All
that's
good
great.
things.
Any plans to add softball to the fall list of sports?
It's always in discussion. A lot of it has to do with having enough students interested. But we have had softball program in the past. It died off because we didn't have enough students, but we're always looking to see what we can do to enrich our athletic program. Coach Chris Kane, our athletic director, he does a great job. He really loves the kids, and that's what it's all about.
Playing Dancing Queen here at Between the Pines. A lot of these people weren't even born when that song came out back in the 70s.
We try and keep the music appropriate as best as we can, but it's fun. It's good for them to hear. We have a good time here. You can see the crowd has a great time.
It's a great atmosphere.
It really is. It's a fun place and a great school, and we're trying to keep Christ at the center of what we do. And,
absolutely.
And I say that's at the top of the list of what I admire about Coach Mathis and his crew.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We are visiting with Ed Lindekugel, the headmaster of Pinecrest Academy. And what's your prediction here? You going to give a prediction in the second half?
Well, I could see that our offense was starting to click. They stalled a couple of times, but if I had to guess, I think we'll put some more points on the board. If our defense can really step it up a little more, we could make this thing competitive. We'll see what happens.
Now you have basketball just around the corner coming up in a couple of months here. I mean, time is flying by. How's any idea how the basketball team might be looking, or is it way too early to tell?
It's kind of early, but I could say last year we had a very young team with a ton of freshman talent, and just the physicality of the sport makes it hard for freshmen to bang up against some of the upperclassmen at other schools, but that's what we did. So we kind of suffered through a pretty tough year last year, but I think got a ton of experience. Now those boys are a year older, a year bigger, a year used to playing basketball. I think we've got some good talent coming into the 9th grade, and we have some good upperclassmen talent as well. So I actually think we're going to have some significant improvement over last year. And once again, the reason why we have athletics is to help our boys grow in virtue and be the good young men that they are created to be. And that's what Coach Terrence Vinson is doing with that basketball program, and you can tell. So it's going to be a fun year.
Yeah, it's not all about the wins and losses. It's the ultimate game, and that's to be a champion for Christ, as Jerry Falwell used to say when he was a chancellor at Liberty University. And that's what that's what you want your students here to be, champions for Christ. And,
absolutely.
And go out and serve Him in the world. And once they get once they graduate from here or go to college or go to work or whatever they do, they're serving Him and making a difference.
Absolutely. We are one of our kind of taglines is to form Christian leaders who will transform society, and that's what we really want to do. I mean, the psalm and the song, I don't want to gain the whole world and lose my soul. I really believe in that, and you think if you look out there, there's an increasing need for people who will actually care enough to stand up to what is often wrong in society and really trying to make a difference. Lend a hand and be a good Christian, and that's what we're trying to build in our students. And I can say from my own children, I'm proud of them. And I see the young men they're becoming, and what all of our students are. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to work at this school.
Yeah, I talked last week to Father Steffi about servant leadership. You guys got some servant actions or leadership opportunities going on right now. Tell me about them.
Well, we have leadership programs going out throughout the school. In particular, our junior class engages in something we call an Ignite program, where the students take and lead different leadership programs that are to serve the community. We do all kinds of different things with the students to build that. I spoke to our 5th grade students today about servant leadership and just trying to teach them that the root of it is humility, and that humility isn't thinking less of yourself, it's thinking more of others. A lot of people often confuse humility and think it means putting myself down, and it isn't.
I never have thought of it that way.
Yeah.
It's thinking less, it's not thinking less of yourself, thinking more of others.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. When people think of humility, they're thinking, lesser about, it is lesser about me, but they think about it in a negative way.
Right.
Whereas, no, it's more about helping other people.
Right.
And I once heard Sean Hannity say, you've not lived a good life unless you've lived it to help somebody else.
Right. That's exactly it. We want to help our kids understand that thinking of the other person first is the way that we need to live our lives. It's the mission that Christ put us on. Love your neighbors yourself. It's a hard message. It's countercultural, and we really work hard at that. And you can see it in our students, and that's probably the biggest thing that I keep getting back to the football. We're at the football game, but
right.
That was when the first time we talked to Coach Mathis, you could see that in his heart. He was coming here in order to help boys become good men, and that's how to do it. And what we believe with our mission is that if you do that, everything else will come. By being and maximizing your potential, being the person God created you to be, you'll maximize your academics, your athletics, your performance, everything, and you maximize your potential, and that's how you become what God intended you to be. It's not terribly complicated, but it's a message that's really lost today.
Right.
And I tell you, it's why I wouldn't have my kids at any other school, and I mean that. Even if I didn't work here, this is where my kids would be.
Mm-hmm. I keep forgetting your name.
Ed.
Yes. Linda Kugel.
Linda Kugel, yes.
Ed Linda Kugel. Headmaster of Pinecrest Academy, thank you for joining us here on SUV TV. It has been a pleasure to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you. It's been great talking to
You're
you.
welcome.
As
Let's
well.
go out and get a victory tonight. Get Pinecrest's first win of the season.
Yeah, we look forward to it.
Absolutely. Ed Lindekugel, Headmaster of Pinecrest Academy, here at halftime with us. Been a pleasure for him to join us, and we will be right back for the second half. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football on SUV TV. Thank you very much.
Pinecrest Academy football broadcast is brought to you by O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Haines Sports Medicine, S.J. Palzo, Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeon, Atlanta Rehabilitation Center, Billy Howe Ford, and Alessio's Restaurant and Pizzeria.
We're back here at halftime where Mount Pisgah Christian leads Pinecrest Academy 27-10. Mount Pisgah jumping out to a 14-0 lead early in the first half, but the Paladins struck back as Mickey Mangan found Peter Hoover in the end zone for a touchdown. Mount Pisgah, however, was able to move the ball down the field by the passing and the running of Jacob Sendoya, and they put another touchdown on the board, making it 21-10. Sendoya with one touchdown scoring. But the good news for Pinecrest Academy, the defense was able to hold Mount Pisgah Christian to 2 field goals in the second half, late in the second half, as Mount Pisgah at one time had the ball first and goal from the 4-yard line, but a great defensive play by the defense of Pinecrest Academy, forcing a fumble by Sendoya, backing the Patriots all the way up back to the back to the Paladins' 25-yard line, and forcing a field goal by Peyton Brodus. And once again, Mount Pisgah Christian had the ball again, moved the ball down again into the red zone of Pinecrest Academy, but the defense rose up again and got a stop and forced another field goal by Peyton Brodus of Mount Pisgah Christian. And that's where we are right now, 27-10, as both teams come out on the field to start the second half. We had a great interview with Dr. Ed Lindekugel, the headmaster of Pinecrest Academy, talking about what Terrence Mathis has done and is doing here at Pinecrest Academy. It's not all about the wins and losses. He is trying to build a program, but mold the lives of these young men into a Christ-centered type of life, and making sure that they go out into the world prepared for life and to serve Christ wherever they go. So, and that's what this school is all about here, Pinecrest Academy. And if you would like more information, you can go to www.pinecrestacademy.org to schedule a tour. You can call 770-888-4477. Pinecrest Academy is a private pre-K through 12 college preparatory Catholic school. We provide an atmosphere of academic rigor and critical thinking while offering personalized attention in a Christ-centered environment of faith and reason. And once again, you can call 770-888-4477 to schedule a visit to Pinecrest, or you can visit the website www.pinecrestacademy.org to learn more about our award-winning school. Minute 57 as the clock counts down, and we will be ready for the second half momentarily. Want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors. Without our sponsors, this would not be possible to stream these games for you here on SUV TV. Atlanta Rehabilitation and Performance Center, Haynes Sports Medicine, O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Grubb, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Georgia Water and Fire Restoration, Henninger Realty, Castle Car Wash, Ben Oak Farms, The Collection, Northside Hospital, Laurel Springs Animal Hospital, Primary Care Pediatrics, Black Diamond Grill, Bill Kiernan, and Southern Landscape Supply. Visit our sponsors and let them know that you appreciate them and you appreciate their support of SUV TV broadcasting Pinecrest Academy football. We're under a minute to go now. It is 27-10, Mount Pisgah Christian leading Pinecrest Academy. Pinecrest Academy is searching for their first win of the season. They've played much better this game than they have in the last couple of weeks. They've had field position. They've had good field position throughout the game, and that was one of the keys of the game. The other key to the game was to contain Mount Pisgah Christian quarterback Jacob Sendoya. They've not been able to do that. He's a hard one to contain. He's a great runner. He's a great thrower, and he has shown that tonight as he has led his Patriots to a 27-10 halftime lead. And hopefully the Paladin offense led by Mickey Mangum and Michael Barozes can get some points here on the board, cut the lead, and hopefully the Paladin defense, John Stone, Nolan Stafford, and the rest of the Paladin defense can get some stops to where the Pinecrest Academy team can cut the lead and possibly go ahead here and get a come-from-behind victory. Both teams in their respective huddles, referees at the middle of the field, and we are about to get underway. And if any of you are listening tonight, wherever you might be around the Atlanta metro area, perhaps you're a Pinecrest Academy alum, or perhaps you're a Mount Pisgah Christian alum, I'd like to hear from you. You can text me. My name is Ken Gustafson. You can text me at 770-378-2569. And we are so glad that you've decided to join us wherever you might be around the Atlanta metro area, around the state, around the nation, around the world, especially those of you in the military, those of you serving in the military, wherever around the world you might be. We thank you for all that you do for our country. So if you'd like to text us, let us know where you're listening from. You can text at 770-378-2569. So we're about to get underway here between the Pines. It's a great atmosphere. You ought to come out and watch a football game here sometime. People having fun, having a great time. In spite of the score, in spite of the record right now, as Dr. Linda Kugel said, Coach Mathis is building a program, and he's doing it the right way, which is the most important thing. And he's going to have this program, this football program, up and running. I don't know about this year, but in a couple years or so, it's going to be one to reckon with. So a minute to go. Both teams walking onto the field. The Pinecrest Academy team getting their last-minute instructions from Coach Mathis, as are the Mount Pisgah Patriots getting their instructions from head coach Mike Forrester. Mount Pisgah coming into this game 3-1 overall, 2-0 in the region. Their last victory, a 45-21 victory over Walker. And of course, Walker defeating Pinecrest Academy here between the Pines last week, 35-13. Pinecrest Academy falling behind 28-0. It was just hard to catch up at that point. But let's see. We'll see what happens in the second half. We'll see what is in store. And we're about to begin the second half as the Paladins march out onto the field. They received the opening kickoff, so they will kick it away to Mount Pisgah to start the second half. I'm Ken Gustafson, glad to be with you tonight. Matt Mahoney is on another assignment tonight. He'll be back with you. He'll be back with us hopefully next week. And here we go. We're about ready to kick it off. As Connor Sassine gets ready. He's got the ball in his hands and getting ready to kick it away. Number 4, Kai Williams, and number 22, David Woodward, back to receive for Mount Pisgah Christian. Sassine. He gets his leg into it, and we're underway in the second half. And here's Williams. Williams runs with it. Williams across the 20, across the 25. Still running, and he is tackled down at about the 35-yard line. And that's where the Patriots will start. Looks like the ball's at the 35-yard line of Mount Pisgah Christian. The dangerous Jacob Sendoya at quarterback. Terrific thrower, terrific runner. He's in shotgun. Sendoya back to pass, a screen pass over to Connor Purcell. Connor Purcell across the 40, across the 50, across midfield, down to about the 47-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. So right away, the Patriots in business as they move the football. Joey Kiernan on the stop for Pinecrest Academy as he comes off the field. He played a terrific game last week, in on just about every tackle, it seemed like, against Walker. Let's see. I thought for a second we had a penalty, but no, we don't. Or do we? Referee with the football. We do have a penalty. It's a false start against Mount Pisgah Christian. So a good start for Pinecrest Academy. That's a 5-yard penalty. It's going to move the ball back to the 30-yard line of Mount Pisgah Christian. They're using blue flags tonight, folks. Blue penalty flags in honor of those who are suffering from prostate cancer and to promote research to cure this devastating disease. So 1st and 15 from the 30-yard line. Sendoya in shotgun formation. Rothermel in motion. Sendoya passes it over to Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy breaks the tackle. Murphy across midfield, across the 45. Fazio trying to tackle him. A host of Pinecrest players trying to tackle down Trey Murphy. And they get him down at the 41-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. A nice little screen pass. And Trey Murphy was able to run it up the sidelines into Pinecrest Academy territory. The Pinecrest defense has got to bow up here and get a stop. So it's 1st and 10 from the Pinecrest 41. Mount Pisgah with the ball. Sendoya in shotgun formation. He has it. Back to pass. Sendoya looking. A little screen pass to David Woodward. Woodward in open field. Woodward across the 30, across the 25, down to almost the 20-yard line. And so right away, the Patriots moving the football. 2 big plays against the Paladin defense. And that's one of the things that the Paladins could ill afford to have, is giving up big plays. They've just given up 2 of them right to start the second half. The ball placed at the 21-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. And the Patriots, once again in business, looking to put points on the board to start the second half. Sendoya in shotgun. Sendoya back to pass. Sendoya throws. It is intercepted! Intercepted by Ryan DeFazio. DeFazio across the 30 and down to around the 35-yard line. What a play by Ryan DeFazio. He gets the interception off the pass from Jacob Sendoya. Big turnover for the Paladins. And Pinecrest Academy has the ball at their own 35-yard line. A big play by Ryan DeFazio, turning away the Patriot offense as Sendoya throws his first interception of the game. Let's see what the Paladins can do with this possession. 10:24 to go in the third quarter. They trail 27-10. But a big play, a big interception by Ryan DeFazio. And what do we have here? We have a stoppage of play. And the chain gang trying to find out where the ball is supposed to be placed. Hence the 20-second timeout. Sendoya has done nothing wrong up until this point, but an interception to Ryan DeFazio. Ooh, a low snap there as Mangan gives the ball to Baroses, but he gets just about nowhere and is tackled from maybe a yard, if that. Center to quarterback exchange, very, very important. It's somewhat underrated, but you got to get a good snap to the quarterback if you're the center. So the ball placed at the 34-yard line. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Mangan back to pass. Mangan throws over towards the sidelines. It's complete to Colby Mangan. Colby Mangan breaks the tackle. He's across the 50 down to the 48-yard line. Nice play from brother to brother, the older brother to the younger brother. Mickey Mangan to Colby Mangan. And it's a big play. It moves the Paladins into Patriot territory. Ball at the 40, they say the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the Patriots' 49-yard line. The Paladins in business, trying to march a drive to score. Baroses to Mangan's left. Mangan gives the ball to Hogan Palmer. Hogan Palmer gets maybe a yard on the play. So Hogan Palmer getting the carry. And let's see what... And looking at the chain, they place the ball. Actually, no gain. No gain on the play. Ball still at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 10. Here's Mangan in shotgun. Mangan back to pass. Mangan throws towards the sidelines. It's complete. And run out of bounds is number 7, Colby Mangan. There is a flag on the play. Or is there? Let's see. No flag on the play. They get 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 5 from the 44 of Mount Pisgah. Mangan, another low. He mishandles the snap, but he gets it, and he throws it. It is complete. Complete to Patrick Sullivan. Nick Sparrows on the tackle for Mount Pisgah. I believe it's going to be close to the first down marker. Stone Brown saying, yes, sir, it's first down, but unfortunately, he's not the referee. Let's see, are they going to have a measurement? And it's going to be, let's see, still waiting the signal. Oh, a penalty against Mount Pisgah Christian. It's kind of hard to tell when the penalties take place. They're using blue flags. It's the first down for Pinecrest Academy, but a penalty that's going to move the ball all the way to the 29-yard line of Mount Pisgah Christian. I believe it was unsportsmanlike. It was a sideline penalty of some sort. Oh, a bad snap there. Oh my goodness, what a catch by DeFazio. And he is down to about the 5-yard line. What a play by Mickey Mangan. It was a low snap. It rolled on the ground. Mangan picked it up, was barely able to get it off. He got it to DeFazio, and DeFazio was able to get the ball all the way down to the 4-yard line. It is first and goal from the 4 for Pinecrest Academy. What a play by Mickey Mangan off of a bad snap. First and goal from the 4. Mangan in shotgun. Paladins trying to score right here. Mangan is going to keep it. Actually, it's a inside handoff to Brooks Binkley. And he is stopped for not much. Let's see. Ball is around the 5. Charlie Smith on the stop for Mount Pisgah Christian. It's going to be second and goal from the 4. No gain on the play. They gave the ball to Binkley. He was wrapped up right away. So no gain on the play. So it's going to be second and goal from the 4-yard line. The Paladins poised for a touchdown here. Mangan. Oh, a bad snap again. A fumble. Mangan gets it back, though. They've got to get that corrected. There's been several bad snaps by the center in this game. And that one almost was costly. It is third and goal. And they did not lose anything, but they did not gain anything either. It's third and goal from the 4. Really got to score here. You really got to score a touchdown here if you're Pinecrest Academy. I mean, it'd be okay to come away with 3 points, but you really need more than that. First and goal from the 4. No, excuse me, third and goal from the 4. Mangan under center this time. Got to get a good exchange here. Here's a good one. He pitches it to Brosis. Brosis to the outside. Brosis into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Paladins! Michael Brosis with a 4-yard run into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Paladins cut the lead to 27-16. Extra point pending. Michael Barosis with the touchdown. And Connor Sassine trying to cut the deficit to 10. His kick is up, and it is good. So the interception by Ryan DeFazio off of quarterback Jacob Sandoya leads to a Pinecrest Academy touchdown as the Paladins were able to move the ball down the field. A great pass play from Mickey Mangum, the quarterback, to Ryan DeFazio, all the way down to the 4-yard line. It was a bad snap. Mangan was able to get the ball. He got rid of it just in time, and DeFazio able to catch it and get it down to the 4-yard line. A couple plays later, Michael Baroses scores from 4 yards out. We'll take a break. It's 27-17, Mount Pisgah Christian. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football on SUV TV. I'm ready. We're back here in the third quarter. 6:07 to go in the third quarter. Michael Barozas has just scored a touchdown for Pinecrest Academy, cutting the deficit to 27-17. Mount Pisgah Christian still leads it, but a big score by Michael Barozas off of a turnover. Several plays back, Jacob Sendoya, the Mount Pisgah quarterback, threw an interception. Ryan DeFazio got the interception as Sassine kicks it off. And this is run back by Kai Williams. Kai Williams right up the middle. Kai Williams across the 50, across the 40, across the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mount Pisgah Christian. Unbelievable. There are no flags on the field. And special teams has let down Pinecrest Academy once again. Kai Williams with about an 80-yard touchdown return. And just like that, it is 33-17. Right after the Paladins had just scored a hard-earned touchdown. Peyton Brodus on for the extra point. It's up and it is good. It is now 34-17. 5:55 to go in the game. The Paladins, it looked like they were going to get back into it as Michael Barozas scored from 4 yards out. A few plays later, Mount Pisgah had the ball. Jacob Sendoya, his pass was intercepted by Ryan DeFazio. Then Mickey Mangum with a great pass to DeFazio all the way down to the 4-yard line. A couple plays later, Michael Barozas scores to make it 27-17. But just like that, Kai Williams unofficially with an 80 or 75-yard return, kickoff return for a touchdown. And just like that, it is now a 17-point deficit once again. Special teams is hurting the Paladins tonight. Here's Peyton Brodus to kick it away. Paladins have to respond once again. And there's the kick. It's fielded. It's fielded by, let's say, I think that's Hogan Palmer. Hogan Palmer with the return. Sam Huntington with the tackle. So 1st and 10 from the Paladins' 32-yard line. 5:46 to go in the third quarter. Mount Pisgah Christian leads at 34-17 off of the 80-yard kickoff return by Kai Williams. Here's Mangan in shotgun. Barozas to his right. Trips to the left. Mangan throws towards the sidelines. It's Peter Hoover. Peter Hoover across the 40-yard line down to the 41. So a nice play there. Nice screen pass to Peter Hoover. The offense of Pinecrest Academy playing much better, moving the ball much better than they have in the last few weeks. Certainly moving it a whole lot better than last week. So 2nd and 1 from the 41. Mangan awaits the snap. Here it's a high snap, but he gets it. He gives it to Barozas. Barozas, 1st down and more. Barozas across the 45 down to the 48-yard line. Michael Barozas, who scored the touchdown to make it 27-17, gets a good run here. And the ball is at the Pinecrest Academy 48-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 48. 5:05 to go in the third quarter. 34-17. Mount Pisgah Christian leads. A backbreaker in that 80-yard kickoff return by Kai Williams. 3 wide receivers to the left. And Mangum throws the pass. It's complete to David Stubbs, but he falls down at the 40-yard line, so that's going to be a loss of 7. And there's a man down on the field. Let's see who it is. He slipped and fell as he caught the ball, and they got him sitting up. Pinecrest can ill afford to lose anybody. It's 34-17, Mount Pisgah Christian leading this game. Michael Burrows is scoring a touchdown to make it 27-17, putting Pinecrest Academy right back into the ball game. And that's David Stubbs, the injured player. He's up on his feet, though, walking off the field under his own power. So thankfully, he's going to be okay. He's a key contributor on that offense for quarterback Mickey Mangan. 4:46 to go, first and 10, or second and 18. Big loss on the last play, as the Patriot defense broke through and they were able to tackle David Stubbs at the 40-yard line. It was a loss of 7. So second and 18 from the 48. Pinecrest Academy trying to regroup after that 80-yard kickoff return by Kai Williams, making it 34-17 in favor of the Patriots. 2 wide receivers to the left. Mangan in shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Burrows. Burrows runs the ball, and he gets not much on the play. Let's call it 1 yard, a gain of 1, so it's going to be 3rd and 17 from the 47. They say the 43-yard line. Third and 17 from the 43. Mangan gets the pass, back to passes. Mangan's going to throw a long pass, and it's caught. Oh, a great catch. Great catch. Great catch by Colby Mangan. Down around the 31-yard line of Mount Pisgah Christian. A big first down play, big third down play, 3rd and 17. They gain 21 yards on the play. It's going to be 1st and 10. And they spot the ball at the 38-yard line. Excuse me, I said 31. It's at the 33, excuse me. I was close. Here's Mangan, back to pass. Mangan throwing a long pass, and he almost had his man. He almost had his man there at number 20, Peter Hoover. Number 14, Chase Grande on the coverage. Peter Hoover unable to come up with the reception, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the Patriots' 33-yard line. 3:18 to go in the third quarter. Mount Pisgah Christian leads at 34-17. Mangan in shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. They pitch to Burrows. Burrows is across the 30. Burrows is down to close to the 25-yard line, maybe the 26.
Almost straightens it out at the sideline. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 as they mark the ball at the 26.
They mark the ball at the 26-yard line, 3rd and 4 from the 26. Big third down play for the Paladins here. Really need to get this third down. They trail 34-17. Here's Mangum, going to pass, and it's incomplete. He wanted his younger brother Colby, but the pass was incomplete. Now it's 4th and 4, and let's see what Terrence Mathis decides to do here. Is he going to kick the field goal, or is he going to try and go for it? They do trail by 17. Coming out of the game is William Bear. And it looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and 3, they say, from the 26. 4th and 3. Mangum under center. He pitches it to Burrows. Burrows cuts up the outside. Burrows across 20, across the 10, to 15, to 5. Touchdown, Paladins! Michael Burrows on 4th down, 4th and 4. Runs 26 yards for a touchdown for Pinecrest Academy. Burrows with his 2nd touchdown of the game, And the Paladins cut the lead to 34-23 with 2:24 to go in the third quarter. Connor Sassine ready to get the extra point. What a response from the Pinecrest Academy offense. What a response to the adversity of that 80-yard kickoff return by Kai Williams. They come right back down the field. They convert on 4th and 4 with Michael Baroses scoring a 26-yard touchdown run, and it is 34-24. Mount Pisgah Christian leads this ball game by 10 points, but Pinecrest Academy right back in this, and their special teams now they have to stop Mount Pisgah on these kickoffs. They have got to limit the field position and cannot have big plays on kickoffs like they did the last time when Kai Williams ran it for 80 yards for a touchdown. They have got to stop them on special teams here. Special teams has been a problem tonight for the Paladins. But the offense of Pinecrest Academy scoring their most points of this year in a game. They can win this ball game if they can get some stops on defense and special teams. The offense has been outstanding. The defense has played heroic, getting stops deep in their own territory or limiting the Patriots to field goals. So Connor Sassine to kick it off here. Here's the kick. It's a low liner. It's out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Now in high school ball, they do not penalize, if I'm correct, they do not penalize for kicking the ball out of bounds like they do in college and in the pros. So they're going to kick it again. He's got to send this one deep, if he can, into the end zone, and he's capable of doing it. 34-24, Mount Pisgah Christian leads it, but more importantly, the Paladins responding after a back-breaking 80-yard touchdown kickoff return by Kai Williams of Mount Pisgah Christian. Terrence Mathis has this team playing much, much better football.
All right, here we go, guys. We got
2:24 to go in the third quarter. A lot of time left. Connor Sassine with his redo kick. And he's going to kick it on the ground, and it's covered up. It's covered up at the 46-yard line. I thought he was going to try and kick it deep. But that gives Mount Pisgah Christian excellent field position at the 46-yard line, their own 46. And the Pinecrest Academy defense has got to come up big here.
2:23 remaining in the third quarter.
Against the high-powered offense of Jacob Sendoya and the Mount Pisgah Christian Patriots. Sendoya awaiting the snap. Sendoya, he's going to run. He pitches it. And oh, what a play by Patrick Sullivan as he tackles Kai Williams right down at the 40-yard line. Great play by Patrick Sullivan. He is in the backfield right away, and he tackled Kai Williams for no loss, for no gain, maybe even a loss. So 2:11 to go in the third quarter. We have a timeout on the field. We're going to take one as well. It is 34-24, Mount Pisgah Christian leading Pinecrest Academy. 2:11 to go in the third quarter. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football, powered by SUV TV.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Here, we're back here between the Pines. Great ball game going on. Mount Pisgah Christian beating Pinecrest Academy 34-24. But the Paladins in business. It's 1st and 14 for the Patriots. And this is number 5. This is Sendoya. Carries. And he does not get the necessary yardage for the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 10. He only got 4 yards on the play. The Paladin defense stopping him. So the ball placed at the 46-yard line. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 from the 46. Mount Pisgah Christian with the ball and a 10-point lead. The Paladin defense trying to stop him again. Sendoya back to pass. Sendoya. He throws, and it's knocked away, knocked down. And the Paladins. David Stubbs with the defensive play, knocking the ball down. And it's 4th down. The Paladin defense rises up to the occasion and gets the stop they needed. It is 4th and 10. And it's punting time for the Patriots. Sendoya is going to punt. Sendoya also the punter on this team. Hogan Palmer back to receive. Here's Sendoya. He kicks it high kick. Nice kick by Sendoya. And it's fielded. Oh, it's a fumble, and it looks like Pinecrest, Mount Pisgah has it. Yes, they do. Kai Williams recovers the fumble. The punt was muffed by Hogan Palmer, and Kai Williams recovers the fumble right at the 16-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. So just like that, a turnover puts the Patriots in the red zone at the 16. Crowd cheering on the defense to make a stop, or at least limit a field goal, limit the Patriots to a field goal. And what do we have here? Sendoya. In shotgun formation, he throws, and it's dropped. Pass is dropped by number 25. That's Brennan Wachowiak. He drops the football, so 2nd and 10 now from the 16 of Pinecrest Academy. They can get 2 more stops here and limit the Patriots to a field goal. That's a big victory. But a tall order with this high-powered offense of Mount Pisgah Christian. Sendoya in shotgun. He awaits the snap. He's going to hand it off to Kai Williams. Kai Williams gets, nice job by Stone Brown and limiting Kai Williams to not much of a gain. Kai Williams did not get much on that gain, on that run. It's going to be 3rd and long for Mount Pisgah. 3rd and 9 to be exact from the 15-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. 45 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Here goes Sendoya, rolls to his right, throws down to the 10-yard line, and scoring is number 7, Trey Murphy. Touchdown, Patriots. A nice play by Jacob Sendoya as he rolled toward his right and threw a touchdown to Trey Murphy. Murphy getting his foot inside the pylon for the score. It is now 40-24. 29 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And another crucial mistake on special teams. The kick is up, it's good. So it's 41-24 with 29.4 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Timeout on the field, we'll take one as well. 41-24, Mount Pisgah Christian leads Pinecrest Academy. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football powered by SUV TV.
This Pinecrest Academy football broadcast is brought to you by O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Haynes Sports Medicine, S.J. Palzo, Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, Atlanta Rehabilitation Center, Billy Howe Ford, and Alessio's Restaurant and Pizzeria.
Here between the Pines, 29 seconds in the third quarter. Mount Pisgah Christian has just scored again. Jacob Sendoya to Trey Murphy for a touchdown pass. It's 41-24. Mount Pisgah Christian. Unfortunately, a special teams breakdown once again as Hogan Palmer muffed the punt. Kai Williams recovered it, and a few plays later, it was Sendoya to Murphy for the touchdown, giving the Patriots a 17-point lead once again. Barozas across the 10, across the 20. Barozas breaks the tackle, and a nice return by Michael Barozas, and he is stopped at about the 37-yard line. All night long, the Paladins have been getting great field position. Earlier in the game, they were not taking advantage of it, nor not able to take advantage of it, but of late, they have been able to take advantage of it. And they have matched Mount Pisgah touchdown for touchdown, it seems like, here in this third quarter. But special teams has been a big problem for the Paladins as they've given up an 80-yard touchdown return and now a muffed punt, which led to another touchdown for Mount Pisgah. Here we go, though. Still a lot of time for the Paladins. 1st and 10 from the 37. Mangan hands it off to, breaks a tackle. Nice play by Peter Hoover. Hoover broke a tackle, but not able to break another tackle. And he is tackled down to about the 41. Maybe a gain of 4, so let's call it maybe a gain of 2, they say. And that's going to do it for the third quarter with Mount Pisgah Christian up 41-24. The Paladin offense, though, has been able to move the ball down the field and score. We're going to take a timeout. 41-24, Mount Pisgah Christian leads. You're listening and watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football, powered by SUV TV. We're back here between the Pines. Mount Pisgah Christian leading Pinecrest Academy 41-24. A muffed punt by Pinecrest Hogan Palmer, recovered by Kai Williams, leading to a Mount Pisgah score just after a great run, a 24th and 4. On 4th and 4, Pinecrest Academy with the football at the Mount Pisgah 26. Michael Barozas with a 26-yard touchdown run to make it 34-24. Unfortunately, the Paladins gave up a score on a turnover, but Pinecrest has the ball now. Mangum back to pass. Mangum's going to throw a long pass. It's just out of the reach of Patrick Sullivan. Just out of his reach. It's going to be 3rd and 8 from the Pinecrest 39-yard line. A lot of time left here, 11:54, and the Paladins have shown they can score. If they can get a touchdown here, get the lead, the deficit back to 10, and hopefully shore up the special teams area. 3rd and 8. Mangan back to pass. Mangan throws, and that ball is incomplete. Looked like a miscommunication on the route. He wanted Patrick Sullivan, and number 14, Chase Grande, was there on defense for the Patriots. It's going to be 4th down, and the Paladins are going to have to punt. It was back and forth in the third quarter, 27-10 and 27-17. The Patriots score on an 80-yard kickoff return by Kai Williams. Michael Barozas scores on a 4th and 4 play, 26 yards, but then a muffed punt by Hogan Palmer of Pinecrest. And here's the punt. The punt's going to be stopped and downed at about the 36-yard line. A turnover deep in Pinecrest territory allowed Mount Pisgah Christian to score as Jacob Sendoya found Trey Murphy in the end zone to make it 41-24. And here we are with 11:35 to go in the game. And Mount Pisgah Christian with the ball at their own 37-yard line. It's been a great football game, much improved football game. The Paladins have been much improved certainly since last week. Sendoya in shotgun formation, one receiver to the left. He hands it off to David Woodward. Woodward running towards the right side. Woodward running towards the sidelines, runs out of bounds. Runs out of bounds at around the 40, no, around the, I want to say the 47. Let's see where they put the chains and spot the ball.
And that's going to be a first down.
It's going to be a first down for Mount Pisgah.
10 yards on there. So first and 10 from the Patriots, 47-yard line.
And the ball is at the 47-yard line. Sendoya awaits the snap. He rolls towards his left. Sendoya running. He's in hot pursuit, though. Sendoya going to throw a long pass, and it's intercepted. The pass is intercepted. Colby Mangan with the interception. Another turnover by Mount Pisgah Christian. And that puts the Paladin offense back in business here. The Paladins will have the ball at their own 28-yard line. And they have confidence, much more confidence than they did, because they have proven that they can score touchdowns here in this game. They have proved that they can move the ball on offense. They struggled doing that last week. They struggled doing that against Discovery. But they've been much, much better tonight. Here's Mangan, back to pass. Mangan looking. He's going to throw a long pass. And his pass, almost intercepted. Connor Norwood off his fingertips. Luckily, that ball was not intercepted, as Peter Hoover was the intended receiver. So 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mangan wanting a big play on that down. Wasn't able to get it. So it's going to be a timeout. They're going to take a timeout, Coach Terrence Mathis and Pinecrest is. 11:11 to go in the game. Mount Pisgah Christian 41, Pinecrest Academy 24. It's really been a terrific ball game. Mount Pisgah Christian jumped out to a 14-0 lead, and they had the ball after that 14-0 lead. They had the ball twice deep in the red zone, but the Paladin defense was able to come up with some stops, limiting the Patriots to field goals. That could loom big, very big in this game. The Paladin offense, led by Mickey Mangum and Michael Barozes, and the other players, of course, have been able to move the ball on the Patriot defense and scoring touchdowns. A big fourth and 4 play was 4th down and 4 from the 26 of Mount Pisgah Christian back in the third quarter, with Mount Pisgah Christian leading at 34-17. They pitched the ball to Michael Barozes, and Barozes ran at 26 yards for a touchdown. Unfortunately, the Paladin special teams has broken down, allowing for touchdowns by the Patriots. Here we go. Mangum, back to pass. He throws, and he is hit immediately. I believe Patrick Sullivan made the catch, I think. It is incomplete, excuse me. So now it's 3rd and 10 from the 28. Third and 10 from the 28 for Pinecrest Academy. Mangan back to pass. Mangan, he's going to be sacked. And a loss of about 5 yards. Now it's going to be 4th down. And Nick Jackson on the stop for Mount Pisgah Christian. It's going to be 4th down, and the Paladins are going to be forced to punt. 10:45 to go in the game. Mount Pisgah up 41-24. Matt Stone back to punt. And Trey Murphy deep for the Patriots. Also Chase Grande back for the Patriots. Here's the punt from Stone. It's a high punt, kind of short punt. It bounces at the 50. And actually, here's Chase Grande. Chase Grande, he's got something across the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Mount Pisgah Christian. Chase Grande with a 53-yard punt return for touchdown. But is there a flag? There is a flag on the play. They're using blue flags, so it's a little hard to tell when they throw them. They're using blue flags to honor or give awareness about prostate cancer tonight. Holding against Mount Pisgah. That negates the touchdown run. That negates the punt return for touchdown. So the Paladins get a break. And it's going to be 1st and 20 from the 19-yard line, their own 19-yard line for Mount Pisgah Christian. Nice return by Chase Grande, but all for naught as a holding penalty was called against the Patriots. And that's good news for the Paladins. The Patriots are back deep in their own territory. And let's see if the Paladin defense can come up with a stop. 41-24, Mount Pisgah Christian in the lead. 10:04 to go in the game. Paladins need a stop. Three receivers to the left. Sendoya's pass is complete to David Woodward. Woodward lowers his head and is run out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a Mount Pisgah Patriot first down. Michael Burrows is on the tackle. So 1st and 10 from the 47 of Mount Pisgah. Two receivers to the left. And now, a nice fake by Sendoya. Sendoya breaks a tackle. Sendoya breaks another tackle. Now he's tripped up by Burrows. Burrows is making a touchdown-saving tackle. Sendoya faked the throw and then ran it up the middle. And is there another penalty? Yes, there is another penalty flag on the play. And this one may be negated too. So another penalty against Mount Pisgah Christian. Two big penalties against the Patriots. One of them nullifying a 53-yard punt return for touchdown. And now this one's going to nullify a nice run by Jacob Sendoya. It's going to back him up to the 40-yard line. It's going to be, should be 1st and 20. Let's see. 1st and 17 from their own 40-yard line. Mount Pisgah with the football. Jack Rothermel to Sendoya's left. Now here's Sendoya. He's going to keep it. Sendoya thought about throwing it, and Sendoya is tackled by Patrick Sullivan. Nice job by Sullivan to get in on a tackle. Stone Brown also in on the tackle. And also there was number 70, number 20, Peter Hoover. And we have another penalty flag. Unfortunately, this is going to go against Pinecrest Academy.
That's a big one. That's a 15-yarder. That's going to be...
Look like a personal foul penalty against Pinecrest Academy, and that's going to move the ball to the 46-yard line. So 2 penalties against Mount Pisgah Christian, but another penalty against Pinecrest Academy. So 9:07 to go. It's going to be 1st and 4 from the 46 for Mount Pisgah. 2 receivers to the left. Sendoya throws it. It's dropped. Dropped by Kai Williams. So it's going to be 2nd and 4 for Mount Pisgah. Paladins trying to get a stop here. 2nd and 4 from the 46-yard line of Mount Pisgah Christian. They lead it 41-24 over Pinecrest Academy. It's been an exciting football game. The Paladins have really played well tonight. They've had some problems on special teams. That's really killed them in this game, but offensively and defensively have really made tremendous strides. 2nd and 4 from the 46 for Mount Pisgah Christian. Sendoya in shotgun. Sendoya is going to roll towards his right. Now he's going to keep it. Sendoya runs up the middle. Sendoya now runs across the other side of the field, across the 50, across the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Mount Pisgah Christian. A 54-yard run by Jacob Sendoya gives Mount Pisgah Christian a 47-24 lead. The very thing that the Paladins could not do was allow Jacob Sendoya, the dual threat quarterback from Mount Pisgah Christian, to get loose, and he got loose right there for a 54-yard touchdown run. This kid is outstanding. Here's the extra point attempt by Brodus. It's up and good. And just like that, with 8:41 to go in the game, Mount Pisgah has increased their lead to 48-24 over Pinecrest Academy. We'll take a break. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football on SUV TV. We're back here between the Pines. Mount Pisgah Christian on a 54-yard run by Jacob Sendoya. He can fly, he can move. And that gives the Patriots a 48-24 lead over the Paladins as Nick Brodus about to kick it away. It's a low liner, bounces, and Barozes fields it. Barozes running, Barozes looking for room. Barozes is tackled by Trey Murphy. It's going to be around the 33-yard line for Pinecrest Academy. Just another back-breaking play given up by the defense of Pinecrest Academy. Jacob Sendoya is the real deal. He can throw and he can run. But let's see what the Paladin offense does. Let's see if they can respond. They have responded in the past here in the game. 1st and 10 from the 32. Mangan back to pass. Mangan going to throw a long pass, and it's just overthrown. He wanted Colby Mangum. Colby Mangum was there, his younger brother, but it was incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the 32. 8:28 to go in the ball game. Mangum wanted the big play there to get his team right back in it, but just out of the reach of Colby Mangum. 2nd and 10 from the 32. Mangan in shotgun. Peter Hoover to his right. Mangan back to throw. Mangan, little screen pass to Hoover. Brooks Binkley. Brooks Binkley with the ball. He gets it down to the 39-yard line, so a gain of 7. Mickey Mangan to Brooks Binkley, gain of 7. So that's going to make it 3rd and 3. Much more manageable.
3rd and 4 from the 39-yard line. About to go into the 8-minute mark here in the 4th quarter.
Ball is placed at the 39-yard line. 3rd and 3. 2 receivers to the left. Mangan back to pass. Mangan throws it. It's caught by David Stubbs, and he is tackled right away. And I'm not sure they got the first down.
I think that was 58 on the tackle.
Number 58, Jonathan Gigley of Mount Pisgah on the stop right away, and it's going to be 4th and 3. And I believe Terrence Mathis is going to go for this one. And let's see if they give the ball to Michael Barozes again. He scored a touchdown on a 4th down play. So 4th and 3 from the 40. Mangan awaits the snap. He's under center this time. Mangan up the middle, and he is not going to get it. Number 66, Charlie Smith, there on the play for Mount Pisgah Christian, and the ball turns over on downs. So Pinecrest Academy tried to go for it there on 4th down, but unable to get the necessary yardage, and Mount Pisgah Christian will have the football with 7 minutes to go in the game. They lead it 48-24. Now the defense has got to show what they're made of here. The Paladin defense has come up big a couple of times in this game. Ryan DeFazio with an interception a while back. Here's Sendoya, hands it off to David Woodward. Woodward up the sidelines, and Woodward is going to be stopped at around about the 35-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. Let's see where they actually spot it. Hogan Palmer on the tackle for Pinecrest Academy. Also Stone Brown on the tackle. Defense has played their hearts out. Everybody's played their hearts out for Pinecrest tonight. Both teams have. Actually, both teams have.
And that's going against the Patriots.
But there is a penalty against Mount Pisgah. Again, they're using blue flags this time instead of the normal yellow flags. It's a penalty, and I believe it's a holding penalty. No, it's a personal foul penalty. Personal foul penalty against Mount Pisgah Christian. 15-yard penalty. That's going to back them up to the 49-yard line of Pinecrest Academy. 6:30 to go in the game. 2nd and 20 for Mount Pisgah. Paladins desperately need a stop here. 2 receivers to the left. Kai Williams behind Sendoya. Sendoya awaiting the snap. And is he going to call? No, I thought he was going to call a timeout. He's not. He awaits the snap. He gives it to Williams. Williams over towards the left side. Williams has blockers, but a nice play by Barozes as he tackles Kai Williams at about the 47-yard line. Good job by the Paladin defense to string that out. So it's going to be 3rd down. Should be 3rd down. Should be 3rd down and 18. 3rd down and 18 from their own 47. Sendoya back to pass. Sendoya eludes a tackle, and there's number 51 for Pinecrest Academy. Sendoya's pass is incomplete.
That's going to be a personal foul, face mask.
Oh, a face mask against Pinecrest Academy. A face mask against the Paladins. That's a backbreaker. That's going to be, I think it's a 15-yard penalty. Yes, 15-yard penalty. Big penalty against Pinecrest Academy. That's going to move the ball all the way to the 32-yard line of the Paladins. And it's going to be, they're going to replay 3rd down, as it wasn't enough for a 1st down. So 3rd and 4 from the Paladin 32. Mount Pisgah Christian with the ball and a 16-point lead with 5:02 to go in the game. Sendoya in shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He gives the ball to Woodward. Woodward breaks the tackle. Woodward still on his feet. Woodward Woodward still on his feet, and he's all the way down to about the 15-yard line, maybe closer to the 10. No flags on the play. And the ball is spotted at the 13-yard line. So first and goal from the 13. 4:52 to go in the game. First and 10 from the 13. Mount Pisgah Christian looking for more points. Here's Sendoya. He's still running and almost sacked, and now he's pursued. Now he gets away. This kid can really, oh my goodness. Incomplete pass into the end zone. There were several Paladin players there just inches away from a sack, but Sendoya able to elude them, and his pass to David Woodward was incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the 13 now for Mount Pisgah. Paladins desperately trying to stop him here. Sendoya awaiting the snap. 2 receivers to the left for Mount Pisgah. Sendoya back to pass. Sendoya throws towards the right. It's off the hands of number 4, Kai Williams, and we have a flag on the play. It's going to be a hold against Mount Pisgah Christian, back them up 10 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 20 from the 23-yard line for Mount Pisgah Christian. 4:35 to go in the game. Mount Pisgah Christian leads Pinecrest Academy 48-24. It's been a back-and-forth affair. It was a back-and-forth affair in the third quarter. But just as Pinecrest Academy would score and be back in the ball game, trailing by 10, Mount Pisgah Christian would come back with an 80-yard kickoff return, and then they created a turnover on a muffed punt and then scored a couple plays later. 2 big plays there. Here's Sendoya. He's going to throw towards his right. Pass is caught by Williams. Williams eludes 2 tacklers. Williams across the field. Williams to the 5 and into the end zone for the touchdown for Mount Pisgah. Jacob Sendoya to Kai Williams for a 28-yard touchdown play, and that makes the score now 54-24. And that about puts the game away for Mount Pisgah Christian, as Peyton Brodus is on for the extra point. His kick is up. It is good. And it is now 55-24 in favor of Mount Pisgah Christian with 4:02 left to go in the game. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football, powered by SUV TV. We're back here between the pines here at Pinecrest Academy. Mount Pisgah Christian scores again as Jacob Sendoya throws a pass to Kai Williams, who scores from 28 yards out. It's now 55-24, Mount Pisgah Christian over Pinecrest Academy. The defense of Pinecrest Academy just unable to stop the offense of Mount Pisgah Christian here in the fourth quarter. But special teams miscues have really hurt the Paladins tonight. They've resulted in at least 2 touchdowns. Here's the kickoff from Brodus. High kick from Brodus. It's fielded by number 20, Peter Binkley. Brooks Binkley with a nice run. He's up to the 30-yard line. The Paladins have had good field position all night, which is what Coach Terrence Mathis wanted. And he wanted them to score early. They weren't able to score early, but they've had good field position. In the third quarter, they were able to take advantage of that good field position and get some touchdowns. The problem was the special teams for Pinecrest Academy have really has just really hurt tonight. And Mangum is going to be sacked by Charlie Smith. And Nate Jackson in on the stop as well. You can boil the game down to special teams miscues for the Paladins. Clock is moving. It's 3:32 to go. Second down for Pinecrest. Mangan back to pass. His pass is intercepted. Intercepted by number 2. That is Nick Sparrows. That's the second turnover of the game for Pinecrest Academy. And that's going to put Mount Pisgah Christian in terrific field position with 3:23 to go in the game. And they have a big, fat, juicy 55-24 lead over the Paladins. It's really a shame. Pinecrest Academy has played well all night. Has played hard all night. They've played well on offense. The defense has played well at times. There's been improvement in this game. Now they're going to see a new quarterback for Mount Pisgah, Coleman Smith, and he hands it off to number 32. That's James Wickline. And James Wickline gets maybe 3 or 4 yards on the play. So it is going to be, let's see, 5 yards on the play. Smith in shotgun formation. He gets it, and he's going to hand it off to number 6. Number 6 for Mount Pisgah, and that is Brad Spence, backup running back for the Patriots. And so Mike Forrester is just going to keep the ball on the ground, I would imagine, with a huge lead like this. So 3rd and 5 from the 25. Coleman Smith under shotgun. And we have a false start against Mount Pisgah, it looks like. Mount Pisgah with backups in the game. And that's going to push them back 5 yards. So they're going to call it 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 from the Pinecrest 31-yard line. Smith awaits the snap. He's going to keep it, and he is wrapped up right away. Nice play by Stone Brown and Peter Hoover. Stone Brown and Peter Hoover on the stop for Pinecrest Academy. The defense is not giving up. They're still playing hard. This whole team is playing hard, Pinecrest Academy. They've made tremendous strides within a week, particularly on offense. Coach Terrence Mathis has a program. He's got a plan. In a year or so, maybe not this year, in a year or so or a year or two, this team's going to be much, much better. It's going to take some time. But Pinecrest Academy is going to be heard from. 1:38 to go. It's 55-24 Mount Pisgah Christian. And the legs of Jacob Sendoya, the arm of Jacob Sendoya, the running of Kai Williams have contributed to the scoring. But some special teams miscues by the Paladins have also contributed to that scoring. That is something that Coach Mathis certainly is going to work on this coming week. It is 4th down. They did not get the necessary yardage for a first down, so Jacob Sendoya in to punt it away to Pinecrest Academy. 4th and 14 from their own 39-yard line. No, excuse me, from the Pinecrest 39-yard line.
61,
Connor Getchell with the snap, waiting to snap it. He snaps it to Sendoya. Sendoya kicks it, and it goes into the end zone. Ball will be brought out to the 20-yard line with 1:32 to go in the game. 55-24. Mount Pisgah Christian with a comfortable lead. Want to give a shout out and give a thanks to our sponsors. Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football brought to you by Atlanta Rehabilitation and Performance Center, by Haynes Sports Medication, by O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, by Grubb, by Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, and we'll read some more off later on here. So 1st and 10 from the 20 for Pinecrest Academy, and we have another false start. No, timeout. Timeout by Mount Pisgah. Mike Forrester calling a timeout. We'll take one as well. It is 55-24, Mount Pisgah Christian leading Pinecrest Academy. You're watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football, powered by SUV TV. We're back here between the Pines. 1:31 to go. Pinecrest Academy trailing Mount Pisgah Christian 55-24. The score doesn't really indicate how much better Pinecrest has played, in my opinion. Here's Mangan, back to pass. He's going to throw a long bomb. Mangan, it's caught. The pass is caught by Peter Hoover. He is tackled by Nick Sparrows. What a play. What a play by Peter Hoover. Long pass play from Mickey Mangum to Peter Hoover. And the ball is placed at the 42-yard line. So the Paladins trying to get another touchdown before the game ends. Mangan in shotgun formation. Mangan back to pass. And it looks like it's going to be a false start against the Paladins. Penalties a problem tonight also for Pinecrest Academy. There have been penalties on both sides. Mount Pisgah has committed penalties, as has Pinecrest. No personal foul penalties against Pinecrest.
1st and 15 from the Patriots 47-yard line.
Here's Mangan in shotgun. Back to throw. Mangan throwing, and it's caught. Oh, what a hit by number 11 there. Mickey Mardella of Mount Pisgah Christian with a hit on number 11, Ethan Massey. Ethan Massey was the intended receiver. The pass fell incomplete. Here we go, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 42 of Mount Pisgah. Mangan back to pass. Mangan going to roll towards his left. He's chased by number 51. Mangan still running. He gets some nice yardage. And Mangan is run out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Nice run by Mickey Mangan. He shows his elusivity. Mickey Mangan showing his running ability. Gets the ball down inside the 30. Actually, they're going to spot the ball at the 31. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Mangan back to pass. Mangan throws to his left, to his right, and it's caught by David Stubbs. David Stubbs with the reception. Clock ticking down, 32, 31, 30 seconds. Timeout taken by Pinecrest Academy as Coach Terrence Mathis is going to draw something up here to help the Paladins get a touchdown here at the end of the game. Want to remind you that Pinecrest Academy is a private pre-K through 12 college preparatory Catholic school. We provide an atmosphere of academic rigor and critical thinking while offering personalized attention in a Christ-centered environment of faith and reason. Call us today at 770-888-4477. That's 770-888-4477 to schedule a visit to Pinecrest, or visit the website, www.pinecrestacademy.org, to learn more about our award-winning school. Much improvement from last week by the Paladins tonight. They put 24 points on the board. They do trail big. Here's Mangan back to pass, and Mangan is going to be sacked back at the 40-yard line by number 51 for Mount Pisgah Christian. That is Aaron McCoy. And a big loss there. Nice defense there by McCoy. Mangan now back to pass again. He's going to throw a long bomb into the end zone. It is tipped and incomplete with 4 seconds left. So one last play for Pinecrest Academy before the game is over. One last play to get another touchdown and make the score a little bit more respectable. The score, again, does not indicate how hard this team has played tonight and the improvement that they have shown. 4 seconds to go. Here's Mangum back to pass, throws it into the end zone, and it is incomplete, and that's going to be the ball game. Final score, Mount Pisgah Christian 55, Pinecrest Academy 24. We'll be right back. You've been watching Pinecrest Academy Paladin football on SUV TV. What are they? Okay, we're back between the Pines. The game is over. Final score, Mount Pisgah Christian 55, Pinecrest Academy 24. Mount Pisgah Christian improves to 4-1 overall and 3-0 in region play. Pinecrest Academy drops to 0-4. But, ladies and gentlemen, may I emphasize to you that the final score, it doesn't look good, 55-24, does not indicate how much improvement that Pinecrest Academy has made from one week to the next. They've played a whole lot better offensively. The offensive line blocked extremely well. The difference in the game, in my opinion, in this humble broadcaster's opinion, was special teams. They gave up an 80-yard touchdown run by Kai Williams, which hurt, and then a muffed punt led to a turnover. A couple plays later, Mount Pisgah Christian Jacob Sandoya throwing a touchdown pass to Trey Murphy, and that's 2 touchdowns right there. So that's 14 points off of a special team miscue. There were 2 turnovers in the ball game. Mangum throwing an interception. Also, the defense for Pinecrest Academy was able to create some turnovers. Ryan DeFazio with an interception, which later on led to a touchdown by Pinecrest Academy. So there has been improvement from week to week. You start out by playing a giant in South Forsyth, and you get your head handed to you 56-10. Then the following week, Discovery, you're in the game 3-0, and some unfortunate things happen. A fumble at the 1-yard line as Pinecrest Academy is trying to score. A fumble, they turn it over. Discovery recovers the fumble. A couple plays later, they score a touchdown. That ends up being a backbreaker and led to a 24-0 loss. And then last week, just a big offensive line that Walker had. They rushed for 304 yards against Pinecrest Academy, defeating the Paladins 35-13. It got off badly again tonight for Pinecrest as they went down early 14-0. Jacob Sandoya is a fantastic going to be a great quarterback. He's going to Troy University. He's a very, very good dual threat runner, as you've seen tonight, with his arm and with his legs, scoring a touchdown late in the game, which was a huge backbreaker against Pinecrest Academy. But the offense for Pinecrest played extremely well, I thought. Mangum had a good night throwing the ball. The receivers had a good night. Michael Barroz is scoring a touchdown on 4th down, 4th and 4. He gets a 26-yard touchdown run to make it 48-24. So, in spite of the score, there's been a lot of improvement from week to week, from last week to this week. The Paladins will travel next week to Mount Perrin Christian School over in Kennesaw. Another tough task for the Paladins, but I do believe that Coach Terrence Mathis and his bunch have made great strides in the last week or so, and he's going to point out they're going to work on the special teams miscues during the week, no doubt about that. But the defense has improved, the offense has improved. They're getting better. I believe they're going to get a couple of wins this year before the season is over with. Terrence Mathis is a winner. He's played for winners. He's a pro. He's going to get this program up and running and where it needs to be. And more importantly, he is leading these young men in a Christ-centered way, shall I say, to do the right things both on and off the field, and molding them into being good men, good citizens, and not just good athletes and good football players. So the final score, Mount Pisgah Christian 55, Pinecrest Academy 24. And before we sign off tonight, again, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Pinecrest Academy Paladin Football, powered by SUV TV, is brought to you by Atlanta Rehabilitation and Performance Center, by Haynes Sports Medicine, by O'Rourke Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, by Grubb, by Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, by Georgia Water and Fire Restoration, by Henninger Realty, by Castle Car Wash, by Best Oak Farms, by The Collection, by Northside Hospital, by Laurel Springs Animal Hospital, by Primary Care Pediatrics, by the Black Diamond Grill, by Bill Kiernan, and by Southern Landscape Supply. Visit our sponsors. Give our sponsors an opportunity to serve you. They are the ones that make this broadcast possible. Final score, Mount Pisgah Christian 55, Pinecrest Academy 24. Mount Pisgah Christian again improves to 4-1, 3-0 in the region. Pinecrest Academy falls to 0-4, and they are still without a region win. But again, I emphasize improvement is being made on the Pinecrest as far as Pinecrest Academy.